All right, we are live. Looks like we've got a full house already. Got Lars in here. Looks like Lars was first. And we got Clint Street Machines, Twisted Mopar Dennis, Dougster. Have no fear, the Dougster is here. Mr. Vic, Functional Histories, One Eyed Cat, JB's Little Shop. Dust Devil Brian, what's happening there, brother? First Responder Garage, how's it going, Damien? Good to see you all in here tonight. It's been a couple weeks taking a little time off the lives. Have been awful darn busy. To quote Steven, busier than a three-legged cat covering shit. Thought that was a funny one. What's happening, Tom? Turbo Tom's in the house. That scared the crap out of me. I was on a different screen. Right? Kevin's Rust. Haven't seen you in here before. Glad to have you. Welcome. I like that hate. I'm guessing you mean I like that hat. We don't hate nobody in here. Well, we hate the trolls. They're a bunch of assholes. What's happening, Mater? Good to see you, brother. Why am I always more fearful when I see the Dougster? 38 POS, right on. Good to see you, brother. Is this like speed dating next evening, y'all? So I got 3 additions to the website. They are live and for sale now. We're going to show those off here in a little bit. We got new shirts out for Scott, Heaven's Mopars. We've also got one for Twisted Mopar Garage Dennis. And the Clint Street Machines Brat Fink shirts. They're all out in the wild. JB says, don't be calling me an asshole. Well, don't be a troll and I won't call you an asshole. Nah, I think you and I are on the same page on that one, brother. Fuck them trolls. There is no need to fear. PBG Dalton. Is he in here? Is Pole Barn in here? I haven't seen him. CASO, good to see you, brother. Hope you're on the mend. Twisted Mopar's waiting for the women to show up to see about that speed dating goes. Mater, I started a new job at the end of January and we were working Saturdays. I have to be at work at 6 in the mornings. Yikes. Yuck. Troll mode engaged. You always bring fun to the show, brother. I do believe I have the link pinned at the top. If anybody wants to jump in and hang out with us tonight, glad to have you. Twisted Mopar shirt is freaking awesome. I'm going to assume it just went live on the website tonight. So either you jumped on the website or Dennis showed you a picture of it that I sent him. Yeah, it did turn out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Appreciate you saying that, Brian. I got your text the other day, by the way, too. A little bit of refining on that. That would be cool to put the text you sent me to put on a shirt, a second offering for you. I like the saying. I don't want to give it away out here yet. Clint says, hold on, Dennis. I'll have the wife log in. What did I miss? Oh, oh, for the speed dating for the women. Gotcha. Time for bed, then I feel your pain. Them women are fast. Colleen Tebow in the house. Good to have you. I need to get with you, Colleen. I remember you wanted a couple of special shirts done. You'd sent me an email about that. If you still want those, let's talk and I can get them done up for you. Got everything in stock to do. If I remember correctly what you wanted, it'd be pretty easy to do for you. Just hash out a price and get it done. Dust Devil Brian says, I have the inside track. Vic says, Foggy would speed date you for a ride in that Duster, Dennis. And I didn't get a pick. That's right. And if I remember right, you said something about giving her a ride in it this year. That thing ought to be about a chick magnet. Should have had her start it up and go for a ride. Oh, hell yeah. I'm still kind of on the hunt for a late 60s, early 70s El Camino. I want to build her an El Camino. I've got a couple of big block Chevys out in the garage that need a home. She really likes El Caminos. I think it would be cool to build one for her. Dean Stevenson's in the house. Howdy, howdy. How you doing, brother? Unfinished Project is also in the house. Thank you for putting up the link to the website. Also, if any of you aren't aware, the direct links to each and every page of the website for the different channels that I've got stuff for is always in the description of the video. On all my videos, as well as this live, if you read the description, you'll find all the links and channels. And I've just started last week, but I'm also doing the Caspermatic shirts and hats for John Cope. He is also on the website. We were going to originally just put him on his website, but we're doing it both ways. He's going to have a link on his website that just forwards to mine, and I'm going to fulfill for him. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. I want to, John. I want to hear that Nazi knock knock joke. How you doing tonight, brother? Good to have you. Do you want the El Camino Street? Yes. Yes, I do want the El Camino Street legal. It'll be a driver for her. Mildly grumpy big block in it, nothing like my truck, but something that will definitely embarrass the asshole in the Mustang or something. I hope my car is not a chick magnet. Women are too expensive. That would actually be a good saying to put on a shirt, Brian. There's a 70 Elk on a Blazer chassis rotting in a guy's collection. It's a real 396 SS car too, or it was.
Everything woke.
Well,
turns to shit.
It was, but it's not anymore because it's on a friggin' Blazer chassis. Now, this thing, I want to build an actual daily drivable, street-friendly car. It'll be something that may never see the track, or if it does, be something real mild. Okay, there's vote 2 for the Nazi knock knock joke, John Cope. Mine's been attracting men, so obviously something went wrong in the build. Well, guys just obviously gravitate towards that stuff. Twisted, I'm not allowed to use too many emojis. Mr. Wilburn's in the house. Party people. I think I saw that comment. Yeah. Hello, party people. FRG Damien says, Dean, I just do what the hell I want. She either says yes or I ignore. Hashtag ball check. Just, we already saw that one. 8675 Cope Ceiling Fan 09. B&R Brian's in the house. Good to see you, brother. What if Mama catches the racing bug, Tony? Well, I'd be okay with that. I really would. She deserves to have fun, too. She works her fucking ass off. She damn sure deserves to have fun. That often works would be my first response, but it isn't. I'm too scared of her here. Dad was War Forker, Docksider. He could come back and haunt me for not being nice to his daughter. Cope saying hey to Colleen. Ah, Mr. Lars just bought another shirt. Whose did he buy today? Tony, is the truck ready or upgrade first? Howdy, howdy.
You caught me doing some silly shit.
What are you referring to, Dennis, as far as the truck being ready? You talking about the rear end upgrades? No, they are not done yet. Been kind of a slow winter and haven't had a whole bunch of extra money for parts. But I did just finish up the 22R for my buddy's Toyota. We fired it up last night. That thing runs like a top. Although the distributor's a piece of crap, so we had to order a new distributor for it. But that put a little money in my pocket, so that's always good.
Hello, Colleen, Dean, everybody.
Dang it, Lars.
Dang it, Lars.
Dougster saying hey to Cope. So what are you up to tonight, Victor?
Working on finalizing somebody's Subaru. I hate that car. I know he's in here, dude. I don't ever want to do that car again. Nightmare, man. I get like 85% done, and then I think that looks like shit. I have to start over.
I know how that kind of thing goes.
Yeah. There's some kind of good news on the real car build video, though.
Nice.
Yeah, Scott. Pardon me, Scott from Heaven's Mopars donated a car to us, and it was originally going to be a 61 Valiant, which we were calling the Stone Soup Valiant, right? Well, he talked it over with. There's Scott right there.
Yeah,
Hi,
I was gonna say his ears must have been ringing. Howdy,
Right.
Scott. How you doing, brother?
His ears are on fire as he goes down the road from work.
He sure is a good guy. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
That's an awesome thing he did for you.
Well, it doesn't. It gets better too. I'm flabbergasted that this is all starting to fall into place. And he got in contact with Jamie from Dead Dodge Garage, and
Nice.
They decided that a better car for the build would be a 62 Lancer 2-door.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So he is actually driving down to Dead Dodge Garage tomorrow to drop off the Lancer for the first leg of the trip to get it over here to Dayton.
Right on.
So now I'm doing hurdles and jumping jacks with a broken hip, trying to figure out how to make this thing happen. But I just had a back and forth with Dalton from Pole Barn Garage, who said, "Yeah, hell, bring it down. I'll throw a sticker on it."
Right on. So you're reasonably close to Dalton's place?
Well, no. He's over in Missouri. He's near Kansas City.
Right.
And we're in Dayton, so
okay, I got you.
It's about a 10-hour drive for us, but
that's not horrible.
Yeah, not bad.
I really wanted to have Dylan Levi do a roll cage for my truck for me, but he's in Indiana and I'm in Arizona, so now that's a haul.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Are you planning on making an appearance at No Name this year?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay. Well, there's a fella in Utah who I've done a car for. I don't know if you guys know him. A diecast.
Right.
For. He Shade Tree Vintage Auto. The guy has access to all kinds of parts.
Yeah. I watch his channel.
His stuff is so cool. Just his walkthroughs of those junkyards, man. It's like I want it.
Right.
Anyway, I figured he might want a slice of this cake, and he's not super far from you. So if you wanted to throw a sticker on the car before it got up here, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the route, and the biggest gap is between Jamie and Jeremy right now.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Because Jamie, I know, is reasonably close to Scott. Mm-hmm. I think they're in the same state. Yeah, because Jamie's in Washington.
Yeah. So it's that run right there. Scott, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, Scott's in Oregon, I think.
No, Scott's
he's in Spokane. That's right. Never mind. I got my head up my ass tonight.
That's all right. Me too. I'm like I said, I'm so flabbergasted that this is actually starting to happen. Like it's becoming real, and now I'm like, what do I do? So, yes, Doug, Jamie is one of the coolest people. You should.
I enjoy the hell out of watching his channel. I'd enjoy meeting him in person one of these days.
I've learned so much from him, just beyond. I mean, I knew how to change the oil. I know how to do a tune up. I know the difference between a 318 and a 350 and which companies they come from.
Right.
But I just he's talking like gear ratios off the top of his head from a car that hasn't been in production in 30 years. Right. How do you do that? But
well, he probably comes from the same, cut from the same cloth that I am. I mean, I've been a Mopar guy since I was literally before I could talk.
Yeah.
I've forgotten more in the last 20 years than I knew 20 years ago.
Well, man, we've got a lot of exciting little builds going on right now, but right now my brain is on the Lancer. I am so excited.
That is super cool. And you see Scott here comment, tell us what you need. I'm sure most of us will do what we can to make this work. Game on. That's just the kind of guy he is and the kind of community we are.
Yeah. Well, really, I just need, because, I send the cars out to their respective people. Cross your fingers for Kevin and Mook. I sent them a letter as well. Hopefully they can get on it. But
speaking of sending the cars out, please tell me you haven't sent mine out yet.
Why?
Because I haven't got it.
Oh, okay, good. I thought it was like, because I have other stuff I need you to do. Like,
No.
dude.
The mail around here is less than reliable. So, I've had things that just never showed up. So,
No, as a matter
and
of
I
fact,
thought I remembered a couple weeks ago you mentioned something about sending it out. I'm like, shit, I hope he didn't send that and them bastards lost it.
I did. I did say that, and I hate to be that guy, but we got buried under other stuff.
That's fine. That's fine. No pressure. No pressure. As long as it's still safe with you.
It is. As a matter of fact, okay, so I talked to who was it? Oh, Josh. It was Josh from oh God. I can't remember the channel. He's got the old white Corvair that I did the other day. Or a couple of weeks ago. His channel's slipping me right now, but I told him just yesterday, I was like, okay, dude, this isn't going to be beautiful, but it's going to look good, because I had to do his card sideways because it's a 1/43 scale.
Everything woke turns to shit.
Everybody's texting me tonight. I should probably mute the phone. That's funny.
Anyway,
everybody likes that ringtone. I made that ringtone, by the way.
Well, what was I saying? Damn it, Tony.
Damn it, Donald.
Damn it, Donald. Yeah. What was I talking about? Somebody help me out. What was I talking about? Josh. Okay, so I was telling Josh just yesterday in an email, I am packing everything up Friday night and I'm sending everything out on Saturday morning. So I'll send you a tracking number so you can actually make sure that it gets there. Vic, I have the same thing going on with this motor build. Kim should be. Oh, you're doing like a potluck motor, Don?
What comment are we? Oh, the one I got up here. Yeah. No, he's building the new 440 for his Valiant.
He's gonna stuff a 440 down into that.
Already got a 440 in it. He's building a new one for it.
Okay, how does that work? Because isn't the Valiant? Wait, his is an A body, right? Like
they're all A bodies. Yeah, yours is a 62, correct, Don? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wouldn't a 440 just be massive in that?
It actually fits better than you'd think. He did have to get creative with the exhaust, but past that, it fits better than you think it would.
Huh. Midnight Auto Repair. Thank you, 30.
Right. Yep.
Oh. See, I got stuck. The gears just stopped.
355 is one better. Good one, Clint. You're talking about 354 versus 355 gear ratios.
That's a neat. Okay, I didn't know that, Doug. Actually, I think I might have heard of that. Maybe somebody mentioned it before.
Which comments you looking at?
Oh, I'm in the regular comments. I'm not looking at this one.
I'm looking for it. I'm probably behind. Which one of you is shoe goo? Is it JB or Lars? I know it's JB. One of them.
No, it's probably Lars.
Yeah, because I saw JB in here.
Did you see that live stream he did when I guess he got a troll that called him shoe goo?
No, I did not. I did not see the live, but I saw the "fuck you, shoe goo" short. Laugh my ass off.
Oh, there's something wrong with them boys. I'm telling you. Whew. Where are you guys located at, Lars? What's your location?
They're in Tennessee.
You're on the wrong side of the Big River.
Yes, there's Don's answer. I was correct. It is a 62.
Yeah, I don't understand how that.
Don, you can show that pic if you want to. Okay, we'll do this the old school John Wilburn.
Oh yeah.
way.
Let's put it up there.
Well, if it'll show. There it goes. Let's
which car is that?
that is Mater. This came from Mater. Guys, get a look at the car, and then I'll read what he said in the text.
I know that's one thing that I do know is that particular body style was only from 68 to 70. What year is
Correct.
that?
Well, from this picture, I can tell you it's
Either
probably
68 or 69?
no, it's not a 68 because it's got marker lights. Anyway, he said that was his dirt track car from 1986. What year was that car, Maters? That looks like a 70 if I'm judging by the marker lights, correct? That's about all I can get out of the picture for as far as year ID.
70 had the chrome nose cone on it. 68 had circular marker lights, and 69 had the
right. But all we have is that side view of the car, so we don't get to see the front and rear ends of it. I'm gonna guess it's a 70.
Sorry, I'm still working while we're chatting.
One-eyed cat says it's like building a ship in a bottle.
Oh, putting that 440 in there?
Same car, Vic Dodge Plymouth, just different grill and taillights. Yes, the 440 is very tight. The best way, as far as I'm concerned anyway, to get a big block and an A body is to go with a B block. I mean, unless you're going for mountain motor, go with a 400. I mean, hell, you can still easily build a 512 cubic inch short deck big block. And they're shorter and narrower. The Dougster is ringing the doorbell.
I gotta go.
Brother Tony, Brother Victor, how are you?
Brother?
Hey, Doug.
I see you got on a Caspermatic shirt or hat.
I wish I had a Caspermatic shirt.
They are for sale on the website.
Tony, old bud.
They are for sale on the website.
Man, this one's special though. Mr. Cope handed it to me himself.
Yeah.
He may be in that gap. Needs to be closer to Indianapolis, though. If I remember right, Levi's actually that town is actually further south than us.
Shugu says nonsense. I'm here. They are picking on me, says JB. The original is still the best. Fuck you, Shugu. Fuck them haters, JB.
You know that the Goo Goose.
What's up, Dylan? Good to see you, brother.
Choo Goose, choo 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 shoo goo.
Say that 3 times fast.
The Goo Goose chews shoo goo, choo choo shoo goo, choo goo choo.
38's thanking somebody for the 454 info.
Oh, my head.
Colleen is asking Dylan where he's located. I know he's in Indiana. I'm not sure what city. I was right. Damn it. I know my Mopars. I was able to determine that by a marker light.
The square marker light low in the fender, low in the quarter.
Yep. Southeastern Indiana, Colleen, is where Dylan's at.
So
55 minutes from downtown Cincinnati.
Charger. What taillight do you like better? The double barrel or the long strip?
The strip.
I like the double barrel.
I grew up with Dukes, man. It was always the strip, seeing that black valance going away with those 2 stripes,
Yeah, true. I don't
Well,
know.
if I'm being honest, the Dukes of Hazzard is not the reason why I like the second generation Charger. And as a matter of fact, knowing some of the things I know about the production of that show, if I could have 5 minutes in a boxing ring with the motherfuckers that thought it was okay to destroy thousands of those cars to
They were
produce
just
a fucking
cars.
TV
They were
show.
just cars. That's the way they looked at it.
Yeah.
It'd be just like you and I, the three of us going and buying used Kias, little Kia Souls, and we go play Jackass and have our own three-way demo derby. It's
Well,
just
you take
a car.
that's not the same. That's not the same because you take a Kia Soul and you can scrape the paint off the inside of the fenders and reveal the word Budweiser. They are recycled fucking beer cans.
But my point is that they're just, to us, they're just a throwaway car at one time in their mind. That was just a cheap
I get
throwaway
it.
car.
I do get what you're saying, Dougster. I do. There's several schools of thought. There are the people out there that enjoy watching destruction.
Yes.
I am the opposite of that. I think destruction of anything for no good reason is just absolutely fucking stupid.
Like the guy who took a 16-cylinder two-stroke Detroit and stoked her up for one last run and just let her run away and let her.
There are several channels. There's one channel on YouTube that is constantly deliberately blowing up old diesel engines. I saw a video where he literally put a hose on the intake and started sucking the dirt up off of the ground with the fucking thing until it blew up. I couldn't watch that. That is stupid. That's
one of the reasons why I don't watch Whistling Diesel. I watch nothing of his stuff.
Right. Well, I don't want to call out any channels. You do whatever you do, and that's fine. True. But that shit's not for me. But there's a lot of people that enjoy that shit. I personally think it's fucking stupid. I don't watch. I don't watch the channel that you mentioned either for that reason. I mean, I don't have anything against the guy personally.
I just don't like the sense.
I just don't like that kind of content.
I agree.
It ain't for me.
Yeah, but you gotta consider back then when Dukes of Hazzard first came out, 69 Charger was what, 9 years old?
Mm-hmm.
There are tons of them around. Like that car that I bought. Okay, I got that one from a junkyard from a guy that dirt tracked also. I paid $75 for it.
Right.
383. The engine was locked up on it. Little 2-barrel. I mean, I was going out and I spent. I don't even think I had $1,000 in the whole car.
Scott says maybe someday he'll be able to buy his own T-shirt.
Yeah. But Tony, you gotta consider back then. I mean, it's just like, say a 2014 car. I mean, how many people are going to want to save a 10-year-old car right now?
To be perfectly honest with you, I don't think anything made in 2014 will still be viable at the age that a 70 Charger is.
Right, but I'm just saying
anything technical is going to go to shit soon.
Yeah,
right.
I think anything made post 2000, it's going to be lucky to see 30 years of existence.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be surprised to see the damn things live 15 years.
Yeah, but let me ask you this: how much would you right now? How much would it cost you to go get a 426 Hemi?
How much would it cost?
Yeah, right now.
How much price tags expensive?
Oh shit! I'll bet you couldn't procure a 426 for 30 grand.
I knew it. I found a junkyard one time. If I had the $100, I could have bought about 5 of them.
Yeah.
Each.
Now I remember the days. Everybody, I'm sure everybody in here is a Mopar guy. I'm sure everybody in here remembers Direct Connection.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember
Oh,
when
yeah.
for $9,999 you could buy a 426 Hemi in a box?
Yes.
Everything you needed from the block, the heads, the entire engine, and you had to assemble it for 10 grand. Brand new.
Well, do you remember when you could walk into your?
And that was in the 90s.
Yeah, but what about when you could walk in your Dodge or Plymouth dealer and you could buy a kit car for dirt or asphalt racing? It's assembled yourself.
Yes.
Well,
And
you know what?
Add oil and gas and antifreeze, and you're good to go.
Hey, UP.
You know, you used to be able, you know, in 1968, 1969, you could go in and order an A-body Hemi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Didn't get a warranty on it. You had to acknowledge that you knew it didn't conform to federal safety standards, but they'd sell it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy
Imagine
thing
what one of
was
those
how they
cars,
made
68
everything-
Hemi Dart. Imagine what one of those is worth today.
Oh.
And what was crazy is how they made everything an option. The floor mats were an option. The passenger seat was an option. The back seat was an option. Glass was an option. You had to have a windshield. Hubcaps were an option. Floor mats were an option. Carpet shell was an option. So you could order it with nothing.
Yeah, you could order it windshield wiper delete even.
Yep. Wiper
Yep.
delete. Yes. Yes. I'm
JB
gonna
says we can't have two shoe goos in the same chat, people.
The world's just not ready for that, guys.
No.
One shoe goo versus another shoe goo. It all of a sudden it's all like freaking Highlander. There can only be one, and then we just don't need any of that.
Yeah.
So how you been, Mater? Ain't seen you in a while.
Well, like I said, I started that new job back at the end of January, and I go in at 6:00 in the morning, so I'm up at 4:30. So that means usually about 8:30, I'm heading to bed. So it's like, my day is like I'm like that. So Monday through Friday, usually I am not able to get up on. I mean, I've been doing my own streams, and 9:00 is like I'm shutting down 9:00, 9:30. I'm in bed asleep.
Right.
And,
I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, the guy that did the interview with me, he said that I'm actually
Be right back.
Thanks for the warning. Technically, I hold the record for the longest interview, almost 3 hours. I mean, he was walking me around and was like, that was on a Thursday, and Monday morning I was starting to work.
Don't show up to no names, then my motor may come apart. It was built by me. So, well, that's a little different, things blow up, but I don't think you're going to go out there and deliberately blow it up.
Hopefully not.
Okay.
His shit's fast.
So, Colleen was asking me to explain the route for the Lancer. Levi is actually out of the loop for getting the Lancer here because it would have to go south of us and then come back up. It doesn't really make any sense. It needs to come from Seattle, Washington to Dayton, Ohio.
Well, what's wrong with this idea? Why don't we just all send you channel stickers?
The point was to have people work on the car as it goes.
Actually work on the car. I got what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Dalton made the joke of well, I don't know what I can do on it, but I'll throw a sticker on it.
Okay. So that went over my head. See, I told you I had my head up my ass tonight.
You're all right.
So what if it's a little bit out of the way? If he wanted to help you out, it could be worth it.
I'm totally fine with that, but I don't want it to be a what am I trying to say here? Like I don't want it to be a chore for any of the people to do it. I want them to have fun
Gotcha.
doing it, you know. So if it's going to be a 4-hour trip for him to pick it up from the guy before him, that's no fun. 8-hour drive, that's a whole day just driving. But I mean, if he's willing, I'm not opposed to it, but just trying to keep it smooth and straight for everybody. If he's willing, he's more than welcome. What the hell is that noise?
It's got to be coming. It's either coming from Dougster or Mater if it isn't you.
Hang on, I'll mute. You tell me if it goes away.
It's already done gone away.
Yeah, I think Doug was flushing his toilet or something.
It went away before you muted, Mater.
Okay. Well, see, I've had people complain about echoing. I guess because of being here in the room, and I got speakers that would bounce off the wall and come back, pick up on the mic. That's why I went with the headset to help eliminate all that.
Right.
No, I don't have.
And I agree with this statement too. Twist to Mopar Garage. Dennis says it wasn't for Barrett Jackson, Macamese cars wouldn't be or have the value we see today. To me though, it's not so much monetary value. It doesn't matter what it's worth. You can have all the money in the world. If you can't get the thing, you can't buy it.
Right.
Yeah. I'll stick to little ones, thank you.
There you go. You lost your shoe too. These guys, I'm getting way behind on the comments. I'm sorry about that. Technically, I was first. JB's tube is full, but it's dried out. He's still squeezing it, though. 2 hours away from Dayton, roughly. That's not bad.
Yeah, for the last leg. But
for the last leg, yeah. And that would actually make sense.
But if it's going to be like the guy before him is in Columbus, well, I'm trying to think of a town that's north of us, then it makes no sense for it to go south and then come back. So
getting late over here on the right coast. I think I'm being asked to show off the shirts.
Nice.
There, that's better. Let me full screen this son of a bitch.
Okay, Tony, save one for me. Do you have I know you got some bigger sizes. Do you have one in Mammoth?
I go all the way up to 5X.
Okay.
Come on, focus, you fucking camera. Of course, that's his Clint Street Machine CSM logo on the front of it. I think Scott's still in here. There's the Heavens Mopars.
That's awesome.
I like that.
And that, of course, is the back of the shirt. And then his motivation on the front. That's a cool phrase right there.
That is cool. Man, he's such a good dude. I love that guy.
And of course, we can't forget.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
I doubt I'll be able to get Foggy out of that shirt. Damn.
That's a pretty ride.
Okay, I have a question for you, Tony. Was that decal as hard for you to emulate as it was for me to emulate, that twisted writing?
It wasn't easy.
No shit. My eyes were on fire sitting here on my computer like,
yeah, that took a lot of work in Photoshop to get everything off of it.
You know what? I actually made just in case he ever ordered more of them. I made an entire sheet of those decals just so that I didn't have to ever do it again.
Well, just I obviously have that graphic too. Now, I put a lot of work into that, and I'm happy with it. It turned out nice. Hard work pays off. Dennis says, all this shoe goo, I'm ready to get back to speed dating. It's printed.
Those look nice.
Clint says, that looks awesome, Tony. Super shiny. Yes. Is unfinished. Throwing up links again. Clint says his shirt looks awesome. There's Scott's store. They're all good looking. Dennis's shirt too. They all look great. And for every one of those shirts that sells on the website, the channel gets a kickback, and they actually get money, unlike fucking that other company. There's the link to Dennis's. Dylan says, I like that. Do you do all the artwork? Yes. And trust me, I am learning a lot as I go when it comes to Photoshop and getting all that shit right.
Well, knowledge is power.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been fun.
Yep.
Dennis loves it.
Yeah, I actually talked to a guy to see about getting some T-shirts printed up for me.
Cheers,
and
everyone.
everything. And I was looking at about almost $300 just to get like 20 of them. And
That's
it's
cheap.
Like, yeah, but it's like then I'm gonna have have to pay for that out of pocket just to get that all sent to me. Of course, at the time I wasn't working. I was like, no, I can't afford that. So yeah, I know I've gone with somebody else where they can go to my link and everything and order something and it gets shipped right to them. I think I might make $2 or $3 off each sale of T-shirt or something like that.
What are you using? Teespring?
Yeah.
Yeah, Teespring. Wilburn said it best. Teespring is to T-shirts what Swift is to trucking.
Ugh.
Doesn't Wilburn say everything best?
Most of the time, yes.
Guys got a brain
I
on
load
him.
Swift every day of the week at my shop.
Yep, you only get good.
And I'll
But
tell
see,
you what.
Mater, that's kind of what I'm doing, but I'm being more fair to the channel.
Right.
And I'm getting these guys are getting in for little to no money out of pocket because I'm fulfilling the shirts. I'm making the shirts. I'm selling the shirts as they sell. So you don't have to buy a shit pot full of inventory up front.
Right.
So that's kind of what I'm doing. And I've got them priced where the channels are getting $5 a piece off of them.
Right. Well, see, that was
Which
the whole
is
thing
huge,
about
actually,
the other
isn't
guy.
it?
Right.
Yeah.
See, that was the whole thing about with the other guy. It was I was going to spend all that money and then pay for the shipping and everything for him to send it to me. Then I'd be sitting here with, say, 20, 10, 15 medium, and nobody's ordering them. And I have that money. And like I said, that's why it's like, no, I'd rather just let someone else deal with it. That way, they get made as it gets ordered.
Right. Let me answer Dylan's question here. Do you have to do bulk orders and who does the shipping? No, you do not have to do bulk orders, and I do the shipping.
Now, are they just regular T-shirts or like pocket T-shirts?
I can do either. Of course, pocket T-shirts are a little more money because the blanks are a little more money. But
Right.
So when are you gonna get in touch with the local tent and awning company and start making me T-shirts?
make you whatever you need.
You didn't hear my question earlier, did you, Doug?
No, I didn't.
I asked him if he makes them in Mammoth.
Yeah, no, I can get I can get sizes all the way up to 5X. And I don't think either one of you are that big.
I'm pretty sure Tony can get a hold of a parachute company.
7X shirt.
You wear a 7X shirt?
Unfortunately, yes.
No shit.
He wears
You don't
most of
look
it
that
around his
big.
midsection.
Who the hell makes a 7X shirt? I've never even seen one available.
Tarpaulin.
Yeah.
I'm
That awning
sorry,
place.
Doug.
That's fine. I'm the one who opened the door to this one.
I have seen a select few companies that make a 6X, but you know, hell, and I've got wholesale accounts with two of the largest shirt vendors in the world, and I've seen very few shirts over 5X.
Damn, Pecker, what that is?
I have a question for you there, Tony.
Yeah.
Do you because we like to do all the little tinkering and stuff in here, we tend to like having pockets. And I myself, I'm a button-up shirt kind of guy. That it's an oddity that you'll see me in a t-shirt.
Right.
You do button-ups with like shop shirts? Do you do shop
I
shirts?
can put the graphics on anything that's fabric.
Well, my idea for my shirt, which I've been trying to get to the point where I could actually communicate with you about it, is that I wanted the FH logo on the left pocket, and I wanted some silly saying or something on the back that just says, like, you know, we play with toy cars, or can you believe they pay us for this? That kind of shit.
Right.
Can you believe they pay us for this?
Yeah,
Swift, sure wish
awesome.
I found tacos. Swift, see what I fucked up today?
Yeah.
And Swift backwards is two effers in a white semi.
I like Colleen's best, though.
Two fags in a white semi, yeah.
Yep.
No, Colleen's was slow. What was it? Slow wagon and fast traffic.
Yeah.
Guys,
See what I
they're-
fuck
they're
up today.
winners. You should see. We most of them are actually pretty good drivers, but every so often we get the one Swift driver, and it takes them like an hour to put a trailer to the door.
Good point.
But it should take you 10 minutes, if that.
Yeah. So Dylan says, I have a local place. They require bulk order. Kind of, but I'd rather support you, especially if I can get a link to share around. The way that works,
Right.
you see the links that are getting thrown up, is it cost me $25. And that's just what I charge you, is that $25. And what that does is I buy a domain name and I tie it to your channel and I tie it to the page. And that's good for 2 years. And then you just, when the domain expires, you just renew it before it expires and it'll keep on running. But that gets you going for 2 years, $25. And what I've been doing is kind of cool because it's basically a domain redirect is, we'll say, Levi's, levisbackyardperformance.com, and we'll redirect that to the channel. So if you went www.levisbackyardperformance.com, it'd throw your ass on his YouTube channel. And we create subdomain that would be shop.levisbackyardperformance.com. And that would go to his merch store. And that's how everybody except John Cope, because he has his own stuff. He already has his own website. I'm only doing the
Hi,
shirts.
Colleen.
So we didn't do this whole subdomain thing for him. That's why when you go to the Gunslinger Graphics main page, Cope's page is not integrated in the YouTube channel drop down. He's got his own link right on the header.
Not Colleen.
So when you link it to the link our page to the Gunslinger Graphics one, does that? Okay, so do we agree to allow our shirts to be merchandised through you? Is that how would that? I don't understand it.
So far, it's just been kind of a handshake deal.
Okay. The reason I ask is because I mean, I think it'd be really cool to go to No Name and see a fan with one of our shirts on.
Right.
But it's really just a matter of okay, they order it from you if we don't have our own merch store, and then you ship it out to them.
Correct. They order it off of my website. I make it and I ship it out.
That's neat.
Because I'm creating the shirt.
Right. Yeah. I mean, technically, it's sort of.
I am the vendor.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said, well, by definition, it's a joint property. Whereas we're the creator, you technically own what you're working on, which is the shirt.
Right.
So, okay.
So basically what say I wanted him to do it. So basically I'm hiring him to make the shirt and he's shipping them out to.
You're hiring me to make the shirt and fulfill orders.
Yep. Kind of like what I'm doing with Teespring. It's doing the same thing. Teespring, it's like I've got the list of, stuff on my channel as far as in my store, as far as what could be bought. You go to Teespring and you go up there and you say, oh, I want this, this, and this. And they're making it and shipping it out. Same thing what Tony's doing.
So
yes, hats are available, Dennis.
Do you happen to have a Mega Man sized button-up shirt that you could experiment on with the FH stuff?
I could probably get one.
Okay.
I'd have to go. I just have whatever's available. I mean, obviously, if you can buy it at the store, they make them. So, what size you're looking for? A 5X?
Well, by definition, I'm a 4X long, but I've got this. I'm a little soggy around the midsection. I don't know if you could figure that out or not. So I like having a little.
Join the club.
Yeah, right. I like having a little extra room to breathe. So
right,
a 5X is actually better, but a 4X fits me. So
cool, awesome. What the hell is it? Do you have a as far as the your button-up work shirts? Do you have a specific brand that you normally wear?
Normally, I wear Carhartt.
Okay, yeah, I can get the Carhartt stuff. Matter of fact, I'm doing John Cope's car. I do all of John Cope's Carhartt shirts for him.
Well, all right.
He's a 4X. But he wears the pullover pocket tees, but I can get the Carhartt products. So the Carhartt stuff is expensive, as you well know.
Yeah, yes, I do.
But it's like damn good product.
It's like buying an actual, like a real world car cover rather than one at AutoZone.
Yeah.
John Cope says, call me tomorrow. You talking to me, John? You want me to call you? I can do that.
He was talking to Levi.
Oh, he was talking to Levi. Okay. See, I'm behind on the fucking comments.
You're getting distracted too damn much.
Let's see. Pick what you say, man. There's no cheaper or easier way than what Tony is doing. The quality is also better in print-on-demand places. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Be careful about sticking your foot in your mouth on that, Clint. There is cheaper options out there, but you get what you pay for. So
yeah. Now, is it just shirts that you can do right now, or are you going to be looking to expand on other items?
Well, he's got
like what?
like mugs, you know, kind of drinkware.
I'm already getting set. Well, I've already got the press to do the mugs. I need to buy another printer, but yes, that is in the works. Carhartt tees for the
That's
win.
one thing I was thinking, you know, I've got on mine is for coffee mugs, and I've even got a like a drink. Yeah.
That's what I'd use it for in my house too.
Not
Oh,
me.
I've got a case and a half of them. I drink coffee out of one every morning too. But that's actually a different one.
Hey, Wendy. I didn't know you left.
Once I get the printer to print up the sheets to do them, it'll be these, the nice ones, the 15 ounce.
Nice.
Yeah, see, it's a
1 minute.
Yep.
try fucking camera there. See, it's a taller mug.
More coffee.
They're just the nicer ones.
So Tony, if I wanted you to start doing, you know, stuff like that for me, what would it take?
And this is a buddy of mine that does this artwork.
Like I was saying, you know, if I wanted you to start doing something like that for me, what would it take?
Something like what? Start making mugs?
Mugs and t-shirts.
Well, the t-shirts I'm already set up to do. The mugs will be something that's coming soon.
Right. So what all you would need? What, just like the artwork and everything?
Yeah. Hey, the shoe goo left and Lars came back.
Yeah,
Crazy
Lars,
how that works, huh?
I'm bringing that Cobalt 24 volt beard trimmer, no name this year.
Tony, is there an explanation on your website? Explanation as far as what? As far as the channels? Yes. Clint says, I run your mug through the dishwasher for over a year now. It still looks great. That's right. I gave him a mug when he came to Arizona for a visit. And that was over a year ago. She is busy fixing her stove. She works on her own stuff. Dawn has the big one. I think Dawn has you have a mug, don't you, Dawn? There's a joke there, Clint, but those 15-ounce mugs look great. Low-hanging fruit. Wendy, tell JB to open this dang box already. I'm hungry. LP, warm up the chainsaw.
Right.
Got me a Brett Fink shirt on the way. Right on, Lars.
I'll be right back.
I just sent you the text for functional histories on your email. So tinker with it. See what you can do if we dig it. You know. Well,
yeah.
I know we'll dig it.
And what do you think? And you're wanting that on the Carhartt button up?
Yeah, on the lapel pocket, or maybe even on the flap for the pocket. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, but that's all just on nothing on the back of the shirt, just the front.
No, yeah. I mean, if you can find a square that says something silly like "We'll do your die cast" or "We'll do your car in 1/64th," or
no, we need to put. Yeah, you can put something cool on the back.
just something silly.
But yeah, just you're talking just your FH logo on the front for a left chest piece.
Well, it actually spelled out the full functional history.
Oh, gotcha.
That lettering is crap. I've been meaning to redo the logo, but I need to remember which font that is. So
that would be helpful.
Yeah, I think it's Engraver's Bold. You want to see something I'm really proud of? We did this up for crazy guy with a Chevrolet C20 that. Give me the full screen for a sec.
Sure.
Look at that.
Nice. Oh, that's for less.
Yes, sir.
That's Frankenstein. Right?
Yep. And check
Recognize
it out.
the truck.
It's even got ghost flames in the hood.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
And it lights up. That's so stupid cool.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, we just finished this last week and sent it to him. He was almost crying. He was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." So, and then this one, which is going to need some apparently Hoosier tires written on it now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's the is that Joe's car?
Yes, sir. And then I am personally
I was
proud
gonna say
of
because
this
you
one.
already did the Barely Cuda.
Yep. Yeah, I love Scott to death, but I can't ship it to him for free. You know, I built the car for free, so
Right.
it's still sitting up here. Anyway,
Dr. Arts.
yes, sir. And I left the hood hinge off on this because I know he's super proud of that LS. Well, I didn't leave it off. I just left it loose so that you can take the hood off.
Right.
I actually
No shit.
Damn.
3D printed the LS.
No shit. That's cool.
Yeah.
You have to use a small shoehorn to get that thing in there.
Oh my God. I have no idea. So let's see if you recognize this one.
Oh shit.
Don't worry about the discoloration on the decals. That's going to be filled in. So
Right. I recognize, but I can't freaking place it.
that's a company or a channel called Phillips Run, Drip, and Bubble.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I recognize the car. It was like you earlier. I couldn't remember the damn channel.
Yeah. Those guys are cool as hell, man. If you guys get a
Yeah.
chance. Thank you, Wendy. And this one is going to be the biggest one of our builds so far, I think.
Which one? Oh, that. It's a second gen B body.
It's 69.
Yep, 60. Yeah, I was going to say 69. The way that bumper is cut out in the front.
So whose is it?
Chris Birdsong.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Dude, I can't believe I got a hold of him. I'm like, really? So I'm all kinds of excited. I've got
What's up, Eric?
Hey,
Destroyer 1320 in the house. How you doing, brother?
and we're still sticking with our other commissions and stuff too. Like I've got this one right now that I'm gonna sand the body down for a regular kid that wanted his Jeep done. So it's got a big old hole in the roof, so I had to fill it all in. But
Right.
yeah.
Destroyer 1320 says, smash that like. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, Eric, I got his car sitting right here too.
Did you do the Terminator?
I did do the Terminator.
Nice. Oh, that's badass. Did you do a video on that one yet?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I missed it. Shit, I'm going to have to go back and find it.
We're especially proud of that one.
That
I've been using this one in the
badass.
little stop motion animations at the end of my videos. He ordered another car for a buddy of his, so that's why his is still sitting here.
I got you.
I don't want to ship them both at different times, but That's why I haven't packed it up. But I'm excited about that one, man. Eric's a big mouth. So,
Eric's a good dude.
like him a lot. Hey, Eric, since you're on here, man, can you tell us what happened with the meme show by chance? Man, I don't want to be the only guy up here, Tony. Come on.
Oh shit. I'm sitting here reading comments. Yeah, what are you talking about? What happened to the meme show?
Yeah, there was he made a post today or yesterday. I think it was today that the meme show is no more.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. What's
up with that? That shit's funny.
I know. I wasn't able to make it this last Tuesday either. So just hang on. Man, I need new glasses, guys. Help me get some glasses.
He's taking a break. He's probably too busy making them "Don't Steal My Mopar" plates. Man, what an invention.
Right? It's like the upside down ketchup bottle. Why didn't we think of that?
What's that?
The no stealing Mopar plates. It's like the upside down ketchup bottle. Who couldn't have thought of that?
He sells a lot of them. Now, if I'm not wrong, you're still making them all in your garage, ain't you, Eric? How can we help you get some glasses?
Didn't we do 2 cars for? Man, I've run out of memory. I got to go back to my own channel to see which cars I've done.
Have a Texas company making them. Nice.
I'm not making them.
Well, why not, Mater?
Because he didn't ask me. I mean, I am in Texas, so.
But that says something, you know. That's awesome that he's grown to a point to where he's actually able to outsource the things being made. Says a lot for the product. Any optical line used to be cheap as hell. My wife's gotten glasses from them before. Orders 1,000 at a time. Holy shit.
Huh. Guess I just did do the one.
Way more coming for all brands. That's bitching. That is badass. Will they work on the 2024 Charger? I'm assuming you guys have seen the asinine wannabe 2024 Charger advertisements, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh God. Well, I'm not going to go into detail, but
well, from what I understand that they're adding a big stereo system to give the sound of a gas engine.
Yeah. You know, it's just another case of woke. Something that identifies as something it's not.
No.
You know, it's an EV. Just let it be a fucking EV.
No.
What?
It's just like, look at Harley when they came out with the live wire. That thing was only for 2 years? And how many how many videos are out there of some of these EVs and everything catching on fire?
Right. But you know what? Harley Davidson never tried to say that live wire was anything but an electric motorcycle. They never made it make stupid sounds. They never put fake shifters on it or in it or I mean, or horse shit power buttons on the dash. Come on.
Right, but the only thing that they put up, there was only one thing they ever put on there that to me was bullshit, and that was a Harley Davidson emblem. Because the electric bike is not Harley. A Harley's got to have that V-twin rumble.
Well, yeah, and I get that, and I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't own a fucking EV. Yeah,
No.
Turbo Tom, that new Charger will never sell. I completely agree because just
It's a
let it be
Charger.
what it is. It's a fucking electric vehicle. Let it identify as a fucking electric vehicle.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Identify.
It's an electric vehicle trying to identify as something that it's not.
Yep.
Just let it be a fucking EV. That's where I have I don't have a problem with them making an electric fucking charger because some people want an electric charger. They can buy an electric charger and it's a damn electric charger, not a frickin' wannabe. That's what eats me up.
I got an electric charger I bought
Did
at
you-
Walmart. It only cost me $3.
Did you watch that
Charger
intro
remote, no
video
problem.
that the Chrysler executive did for the new Charger? Did you watch that?
I've seen several of the videos. They're asinine.
Oh man, I think it was John Wilburn turned me on to that. The guy is just trying to talk this thing up, and all you're thinking is that is ridiculous. That looks so stupid.
It is. It's fucking stupid. And the phony power button on the dash, the boost button or whatever the shit it is. And it's got a fake shifter in it, for Christ's sakes.
It's a Prius
Fake.
with a different body. That's what it is.
It's
Prius.
now at least a Prius still has a gas engine in it.
Well, it wants to be a Prius.
The only thing the 2024 Charger has going for it is it finally made it a 2-door.
They're finally making it a 2-door. About damn time they make a Charger that way.
I would buy that car as a body in white if they would sell it that way. And I'd stuff a 426 Hemi in the son of a bitch just to in your face them. If I had an endless supply of money, that's what I would do. Just to in your face.
Yep. Hell, I've been thinking about
Because I do agree with Scott. That's the one thing it's got going for it is it's a 2-door. Charger's supposed to be a 2-door, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we got there's a place around here they sell the Dallas or Fort Worth police cars. Ones that have been wrecked. I mean, you can pick them up for $150. You know, they got the Chargers and everything. Hell, I've been thinking about buying one
Or
and
put,
cutting it down to and converting it over to a 2-door and go dirt track racing with it.
yeah. No, I completely agree, John. I completely agree. And, I felt that way when they brought the Charger back as a 4-door and probably more strongly than others because I actually own a real Charger, it was worse than the joke. What was it in the mid 80s? The K car ones, those were a joke, but not even as bad as making it something else.
I actually owned a K car Duster, and it had the Shelby tweaked out Shelby motor in it, and
I hope so, Scott.
that thing was fun. But
Sure.
right, I hated that it was called a Duster because
Yeah.
it wasn't a Duster.
It wasn't a
I actually took the
Duster.
logo off.
It wasn't a Challenger. It wasn't a Charger. And they had them all. They put all the names on them. And if that wasn't bad enough, then they did this shit. And at least the Hellcat Challengers are somewhat cool. But I mean, yeah, it still ain't for me. I don't like all the fucking electronics. It's a pain in the ass. The starter's taking a shit in my wife's 200. 2015 200. And I bet you Turbo Tom can tell you about them. I have never done a starter in one of those, and I may not do this one. I may pay somebody to do it because it is so ridiculous. And chime in, Turbo Tom, if you have any insight that might help me here. But you have to disassemble half the fucking car to get the starter out of it. The battery has to come out. The battery box has to come out. The fucking PDC has to come out of it. And then if that's not enough, all just to get one bolt, to get access to one damn bolt. Once you get that, then you get to go under it and take the entire left passenger side running gear out of the fucking thing to gain a 1/4 inch of clearance to get the damn starter to come out of the car. They trap it behind the axle. Asinine. And I know you're a dealer, man, Tom. If you have any insight that might help me do this on my back, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm going to fucking pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't there some manufacturer out there that designed an engine to have the starter inside the bell housing of the transmission?
I don't know about that, but I don't know about that one, but I do know the Cadillac North Stars had the son of a bitch underneath the intake manifold. That was a fun job. I've done a couple of them. Yeah, you know, it's just stupid. It's piss poor engineering. You know, there's always been the joke about the automotive engineer's wife that ran off with a mechanic and the engineer spent the rest of his days getting even. I think it actually happened to the asshole that designed this car.
That's like that. What was it? It was another Dodge product, the Stratus, maybe, where you had to take the wheel off and then take the wheel well arch out to get to the battery.
Yeah.
Slide the right mount forward, pull the intake, and remove it from the top. And that's easier than the other way. The way I was just describing. Sounds
Dodge
easier.
Stratus, yeah, I was going to say the Dodge Stratus and the Chrysler Sebring. It's the same car. I don't know, because my mom's got one. And yeah, that's exactly what you got to do. You got to pull the left front tire off and pull the inner fender well out. Just get to the battery.
Well, I've
exactly, Lars.
I've owned several E30 BMWs, right? And
I'm sorry.
I love my E30, man. All three of them. I loved every one of them. I should have never gotten rid of them, but
I had to.
The battery on everything but the I model. The I model's under the hood, but the battery is normally in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And even they
a lot of Beamers did that.
Even they had the sense of mind to have an access port to the battery, and this is German super hyper over engineered cars, where you just pull up a little flap.
Well, yeah. Well, back in the 80s, the Japanese had the insight to put the bolt down access panel in the trunks of the Hondas and Acuras and shit, so you could get the fuel pump. As you replace the in-tank fuel pump without dropping the tank out of the son of a bitch.
Yeah, Honda did basically the same thing. All you had to do was pull the back seat base up. There was the disc for the fuel pump.
Took me 2 days to put a power steering pump on a PT Cruiser. If I ever have to work on a PT Cruiser again, it'll be too soon. Tony, I have the DOMs this afternoon. What's your shirt shop called again, please? Gunslinger Graphics with an X. The link to the website is in the description of this video. If you just go to the description of the live, the link is at the bottom.
Yeah, John got it out there.
John just popped it up in there for you, too. Alternator's not much fun either. No, there ain't nothing fun about working on a fucking PT Cruiser. Nothing. Oh, starter goes out. Time to sell the car. Oh, the thought crossed my freaking mind.
Hey, Mark.
She says, but it's paid for. But she says, but it's paid for. You know what? I could sell that car and build a pretty badass 68 El Camino for her with the proceeds, and it would be paid for too.
Hey, I can build her a 68 El Camino right now.
Yeah, but she's got to be able to drive it. Corvettes are real fun. They ain't much fun to work on. They can be fun to drive, but they aren't much fun to work on.
The rant master. Yeah. Did you see Mohawk's rant earlier this week?
I did not. I've been pretty deep in the Toyota job I've been doing this week. We rebuilt a 22R for my buddy's 81 Toyota. 82 Toyota, I'm sorry. You saw a couple shorts I threw out yesterday. We've got a long format video coming out.
Those engines are easy to work on.
You see those starters with a stop? Yeah, they are. The start with a stop start. Hers is not the stop start.
That's not a bad idea.
When you're saying the stop start, you're talking about the one that shuts off at the traffic light and restarts by itself, right? That is not hers, but hers is the push button starter.
I was going to say the 20 and the 22R is almost the same engine, just different cubic engine.
Yeah.
Right. But now the weird thing about it is they actually made a 21R that was for Japan only. It's not even.
Yeah, that was JDM.
Yeah, and it was you couldn't use anything off of that engine over here.
Yeah, I didn't film any of the build. I should have, but I didn't film any of the build. But I've got, 4.5, 5 hours worth of footage I need to sort through. I'm going to do a long format video of putting the engine in the truck and the first fire up and everything. We fired it up last night.
I used to work on those all the time when I worked at that Japanese.
I like them little things.
You can tell where Dean's from. The Wanker Dome.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We got rid of all the smog shit. I put an Offenhauser manifold on it and a Weber 3236 carb, headered it, and a stage 1 torque cam from LC Engineering. It's actually a comp cam. But, of course, new cam in one of those. We put the whole new rocker assembly in it and everything because similar to a flat tappet lifter, those things marry each other. So I did it right. Yeah, and it seems real happy. All of the distributors a piece of dog shit, so I got a new one coming.
I'm sorry, Tony. I didn't catch what you were working on.
22R Toyota engine, 1982 four-wheel drive Toyota pickup.
Okay,
Think Marty McFly, except his was an 85. But
that's what I was just. As soon as you said that motor in that truck, Back to the Future.
I put out 2 shorts yesterday, and there's one of them is basically me just circling the engine to a Van Halen song, I think it was.
Why am I not getting your shorts?
And another one was my buddy, the one that owns the truck, being funny. I'm not going to give it away. You need to go watch it. You'll laugh your ass off. Just think Happy Gilmore.
Tony, I did not get your either notification for either of those.
Really?
I didn't either.
Yeah, it was midday yesterday. I don't know, maybe 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my time. We were just fucking off out in the garage, and he said something funny, and I'm like, dude, you got to do that again. You ain't camera shy, are you? So we got to make a short out of that. It was just funny.
One thing I like about them 4x is
Taliban Special Off-Roader. It's the right color, John.
Tony, the one thing I was going to say about with those 4x is that you didn't need to get them up on a jack stand to go up underneath them on a creeper.
Nope.
You got plenty of room to crawl up underneath there to get to all the damn bell housing bolts.
Well, he wanted to help, and learn. And he's a friend, right. So I didn't mind having him around, but I kept giving him shit. I said, how the old saying goes, the top tier on the price list is if you help, right?
Oh, yeah. If you,
Yeah,
if you
no,
tell
we
me
had
what
a
to
good
do, it's
old
just much
time.
more-
You know, once we lit it off, we sat back and had some beers, and yeah, he's a good dude.
So in other words, the more he helps, the higher the
Yeah,
prices.
yeah. Well, what I was telling him is, see, you know, and the reason for that is it's not any other reason than the education you're getting. See, you're paying for the education. That's
Right.
why the price goes up.
Say 10, 12, 14, 17, and 19. That's about the only sizes you need to be able to work on that, besides a flat and a Phillips screwdriver.
Yep.
Hello, Backwoods.
Hey, Backwoods.
Mohawk. Computer operated intake valves. No shit. I didn't know that about that car, Tom. Another reason to get rid of it. It actually runs good. It's a good running little car. Gets excellent. Fuck, we drove it to No Name, the inaugural No Name. Shit, I think I used like $300 worth of gas round trip, 3,600 miles. Yeah, PT Cruiser is just a rebody neon, exactly.
Actually,
One-eyed cat is whooped. Thanks for having me along. Good night. Good night, Don. Have a good one.
See you, Don.
Well, I know the Dodge Caliber, which is what I got. It actually took over the neon.
Oh, there's Backwoods. Howdy, brother. Didn't get any notification. Well, what the fuck? Nobody got. You know, neither one of those shorts did very good either, and that's why the damn notifications didn't go out.
Well,
It's probably why.
I've got it pulled up on my screen right here. So when you shut it down, they're the first things I'm going to watch.
Yeah, I'll look for them.
You know, and the funny thing is I don't usually do Toyota content. I picked up a half a dozen subs because I hashtag Toyota Hilux, you know, that kind of shit on those shorts, and I will on when I do the long format too. You know, because I usually don't do Toyota stuff. American stuff. You know, I don't have anything against them. I actually really like them. It was kind of fun doing it because I've built a few of those back in the day, but you know, I just haven't done one in probably 15 years. So it was actually a lot of fun for me, kind of a blast from the past.
Yep. The one thing I learned about with those
timing chain goes to the exhaust cam only. I'll be damned.
I was going to say the one thing I learned about with those Japanese blocks is the reason why they don't wear out so much is because they're high in nickel.
Yep.
They use a lot more nickel in them than what anybody else does.
You know, the funny, and we did go ahead and punch it out 20 over, but it really, I would have gone 10 if I could have got pistons, you know, just because I punched it because I wanted a new surface and I wanted everything to be, you know, I didn't want to just hone it because you just hone it and, you know, the bore does grow a thousandth or two. So, you know, we did punch it, you know, and the smallest oversized piston I could get was a 20. So we went 20 over with it. But the crank, the mains, the rods, everything stayed standard. The crankshaft was beautiful. Thing's got 200 and the hell's it got on it? 224. It's either 224 or 252. I don't remember. It's well over 200,000 miles on it though. And honestly, we rebuilt the thing because he's been driving it around for the last 20,000 miles with a dead hole. You know, it had a badly burnt exhaust valve. Dennis got to watch him. It had a badly burnt exhaust valve. Cylinder with zero compression in it. And I'm like, you know, it's a crapshoot. You know, you've been running around this long washing that cylinder. We put a top end on the thing and chances are pretty good you're going to end up with, it'll run better, but you end up with an oil burner.
I'm surprised with that being miles on it. How many times did he ever change out the timing gear set?
It was actually just recently done, and that was one of the piss offs. He bought that truck, I think he said 2 years ago or a year and a half ago or something, and he paid a guy This was before I met him. You guys remember that red Power Wagon, that 1970 Power Wagon that I worked on last year? There was some. I did a bunch of videos on it. That was also his, and unfortunately, he sold it. But yeah, it was a 70 Power Wagon or 71 Power Wagon. You know, with a 383 big block in it, 4-speed, 4-wheel drive. It was cool. Get in your hole. I think Lars was the first one to comment on that video. But anyways, that's actually how I met him, was through working on that Power Wagon. And, you know, we just become friends. But anyways, he bought the truck and he paid a guy to put the new timing chain and gears and reseal the front cover and everything. And the stupid son of a bitch that did the work didn't bother to check the fucking head.
No.
Put the son of a bitch and head right back on it with a burnt valve in it. Some people just shouldn't own. Some people just shouldn't own tools. You know, and the other thing that sucks was he paid another guy to put a clutch in the thing, just because I was too busy and couldn't really put a clutch in it. No, it gets better. He paid a guy to put a clutch in the thing. And that was being done while I was doing intake work. I did the top end job on his L31 Chevy, put a spider injector and everything in it. And he picks up the Chevy and he with the Toyota, and he leaves the Toyota because he picked it up that day from getting the clutch put in it. And he said he thought he had carburetor trouble because it was running like shit. I was busy. It sat in the yard for 2 or 3 days, and I went out and I hit the key. And as soon as I hit the key, I knew he had a fucking dead hole. If you would have brought that thing to me to put a clutch in it, and I would have started it to pull it into my shop to put the clutch in it, big red flag. In all likelihood, the engine's going to have to come out of this thing, dude.
Yep.
So he paid to have that clutch put in, and the asshole that put the clutch in the thing didn't say a word to him. But why would he? Because he ain't going to get the money for putting the clutch in. Fucking asshole. And that is why people hate fucking mechanics. Because of assholes like that.
Yeah.
Pisses me off. Hey, Victor, guess what showed up today? That damn part from Parts Geek that I ordered with express 3-day shipping 12 days ago.
Damn.
That's not surprising.
You tell them to kiss your ass and send it back.
Those inline motors don't wear much because they run direct in lines. They don't lean one side or another. That is also true. What was Tom saying? The exhaust cam also runs an oil pump to open the intake valves. So it's electric over hydraulic then, how it works.
Hey, Blake. Ain't seen you in
Am
a
I
while.
correct in saying that? Must work something like a Huey injector, I guess, in a diesel. Only to open a valve. Did someone say asshole? Yeah, we said asshole. What's happening, Blake? Good to see you, man. I'm not taking down my rant and I'm sending it back. I don't ever take down any of my rants because I don't do unwarranted rants.
Well, I have a rant of my own a little bit. I ordered dusters for Dennis there a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. They still hadn't shipped yesterday. So I got my money back. I got another set coming. That I don't understand it. Whenever I was selling on eBay, if somebody didn't get their shit the next day, they were like, "Oh, this guy sucks. He's a thief and a liar."
Yep. Nah, it's ridiculous. Did you have the recall done yet? Get a new cat for free? No, we haven't. I've got the matter of fact, I got the notice for it right here. Guess I should get off my ass and get it done. Order 727 got brake pads for a 2000 Thunderbird. What?
See if they work.
U90 is that? Let's see. Yep, emissions recall U90 is open on your 2015 Chrysler 200. Schedule your free repair today. Yeah, that's what this notice is, Tom. That's what that is, huh? Is a cat?
Now, Mohawk needs to go over to Rumble and watch my little rant I had a couple of days ago.
I was
a live stream.
I was actually rooting through the schematics on Mitchell yesterday. What a complicated friggin' setup for the whole starter. 3 frickin' relays to operate the starter relay in that car. It's nuts. Tom's probably got all that shit and is memorized. But yeah, I was looking at because this car's been being funky for a while on starting. But it actually, new cat and a PCM flash. Right on. But yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, that thing just flat would not start. So I had to get into the schematics, and I found the last of the row of 3 starter relays that actually went down to the starter and gave it the old click, 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 bang with a power probe, and it finally fucking started. So, at least it shed light on it that is actually the starter being stupid. But I gotta
Sure.
it was very interesting to see the routes that the electricity's got to take to get between the push button and the damn starter solenoid.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
it's one of them push button start cars.
Oh yeah.
And you got a relay that feeds from it goes from the key to the BCM, then to the or there is no key, but from the push button to the ECM or to the BCM body control module, and then back out into another relay that feeds another relay that actually feeds the starter solenoid. It was very interesting, the thought process there. I'm sure it's got a lot to do with the anti-theft system, but I have a cordless hole puncher, we'll just say, is my anti-theft system.
Long distance or short distance?
Both. Let's see. Twisted Mopar Dennis says most time bad experience with mechanics is total lack of communication on both sides. Customer only wants certain work performed. Only mechanics sometimes only perform the work order, nothing else. I don't know. When I get something, something comes in and it's just a big glaring red flag. I mean, I've declined work over stuff like that before too,
All right, I'm going to bounce out of here because it's 11:15 my time, and usually I'm already watching a movie on the inside of my eyelids. Yeah, it's like, and I'm going, okay, it's definitely way past my normal bedtime.
Well, I appreciate you hanging out here tonight.
Yeah, like I said, I know I haven't been hanging out, watching the stream. That's because, like I said, we've been working, and I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning to be
work.
6.
Work is a good thing.
Yeah, especially since October 22 is when I lost my other job, and so I've been out of work that long. Like I said, it's the good thing about it is I get off at like 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I've got, the rest of the day to be able to do stuff. I got weekends now. We actually stopped working weekends about 2 weeks now.
Nice.
And I'm inside a building, and what I do is I'm assembling cabinets.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I'm just standing there. Got 2 guys. They're putting part of it together. It's all coming in pieces, and they put part together, and then I do another part. Send it on down to someone else, do another section, and so on and so on. And you got about 6 different stations that assemble it. One person putting doors on.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
We're gonna see you at No Name this year.
I plan on being there because, if I'm not mistaken, Buck still needs to be shown how to cook on a real Coleman stove, since he wants to bring up propane. And I've got
Wave at me,
There's
Andy.
nothing wrong with propane.
Hey, if you're gonna cook on a Coleman stove, you gotta have it with camp fuel.
Andy, is that really you? Wave at me. How's it going, man?
What is going on?
Well, we just got to you were being awful still there. I just had to make sure you weren't one of them porn bots.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good one.
See you, Mater.
Take care, Mater.
Well, hello,
What y'all
Andy.
into tonight? Hey, now.
Yeah, a little of this, little of that, and just talking about my wife's late model Chrysler and the Toyota 22R that I just built, and just stuff like that.
It's always something, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, her car, it's come to it needs a starter in it, and that thing's going to be about in line. Remember your water pump job on your Ford?
I do.
Yeah, it's something like that where you got to disassemble 3/4 of the car to get the starter out of it.
That was the worst ordeal that I think I've been through in quite some time.
But Mr. Turbo Tom here, who happens to be a Chrysler technician, gave me some real good advice that might help me a lot in doing this thing.
That sounds real promising right there.
Well, I still got to pull the intake, but I guess it's better than pulling a battery and the PCM and the whole right front tire and axle and everything.
Dean says, how many shoes you got on? Show us your toes.
Huh?
No idea, man. It's Dean.
Weird.
Toe picks at the weird hour.
My hips are screwed, man. I can't get my leg up there.
So what you been up to, Andy? That was a cool video too that you just done.
Yeah, man, getting into dabbing with this LS stuff, and dude, it's no wonder those things make so much power.
Right.
It's not my cup of tea. I mean, but I definitely have a lot of respect for it now.
Exactly. Well, the thing that makes it not my cup of tea is all the electronics.
Right.
I'm just not into that shit. It's a pain in the butt. And, but yeah, there's no denying those things. They freaking make power.
Yeah, it seems like keep it simple, stupid just went out the window with those.
Yeah.
And they're
Everybody
pretty
talks
good.
about how, LS swap, man. And the thing about that is it gets more expensive than most people realize.
Yeah. Well, I get in a great debate all the time with people, Gen 3 Hemi versus LS swapping. They want to take a Mopar and put an LS in it. Well, why not? If you're going to do that, why not just put a Gen 3 Hemi in it? Well, an LS is so much cheaper. Bullcrap. Bullcrap.
No, I don't think so. I mean, the most expensive part is getting the engine core, but outside that, everything else is going to be the same.
Exactly.
Money-wise.
Exactly.
And a lot of people are going to Gen 3 stuff now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
look at
if
what
John
changed.
Cope can do it, anybody can.
Yeah, hey, exactly.
Nah, he loves them. You know, he loves them, and I've talked to him, and he says they're pretty easy to do, really.
Well, I tell you what, man, that motor that he had in Haney at the first No Name Nationals, which is the same thing, but just had what, a cam in it, and it was a small cam, and that truck would get down. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the one that he's putting in the Coronet, I believe, is the one
That was in the
that
Haney,
was
right?
in Haney, but they still put a bigger cam yet in it.
Yeah,
And well, then they're supercharging it. They're putting that torque storm on it.
that's gonna be nasty.
He wants it to be a 10-second car. I think it's going to be faster than that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it's
Dean?
going to be faster than that.
What do you mean you want to know it's me or Howie?
What are we talking about? Is Dean still being Dean?
Dean is being Dean.
No, when I got that night when I got porn bombed, one of them was claiming to be Wilburn,
Really?
and it fooled me. It had me fooled. It was his picture. It was his picture, his name, the whole 9 yards. It looked completely legit. And I let him in, and it was the nastiest frickin' porn you ever seen. And I had to end the stream, then I had to go back and edit the video, edit the live, of course.
Oh, yeah.
They cut that crap out of it. And that's why I said wave at me. I want to see movement. I want to see that you're real. It's one of them Cabral trolls or one of them assholes,
Oh, I'm sure.
it's
One of the troll farm doing what they do.
Yeah, it's out of that camp, doing what they do, and so we just got to take precautions.
No, tonight I spent probably about 4 hours grinding on an intake. Street
4?
Dominator intake.
Oh,
Putting on that 408 small block Chevy. That got to get that thing ready for the dyno here in the next couple weeks.
right. That's gonna run good.
I think so.
I ain't never. Did you do that in a 350 block?
No. It's actually a 400 block.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be done in a 350 block, but you've got about a 1 in 10 chance of clearance in it without getting in water.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've actually done a lot of 396 strokers.
They run good.
Well, yeah, and it's just a little. It's an 1/8 inch left stroke. Then going 4 inch for a 408 or a 410.
Yeah.
And it's that much less that you got to grind the block. They like to get in the water at the pan rail.
The one thing I like about the 400 is having the big bore.
Right. Well, yeah. No, that's why I asked. See, being a 400. Oh, so you're still. What'd you do? Just punch at 60? That's not even stroked.
Yeah.
That's not even stroke. That's a 3 3/4 stroke.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got the AFR heads on it, and we painted it up to look like an old GM crate motor. Even took Bondo and filled in the cylinder heads where it says AFR on the front of them and sanded it down.
Oh, is that one that's going in that Chevelle or whatever? Yeah, you've done videos on it already. I thought that was just a 383 stroker or something. I didn't realize you were doing a 400.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I found that intake on Marketplace for like $75.
No way.
And I was like,
Nice.
I'm gonna pour this thing out and he had the guy. Now I know nothing about quadrojets. Okay, that's out of my wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? But he had the guy that is pretty well known that builds all the super stock cars.
Right.
You know, guy named Dean Oliver. He had him build the carburetor for it, and so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of power it makes, man.
Yeah, that will be cool. The only thing that I don't really like about the Quadrajet, it's actually a good carburetor, especially for fuel economy, but the damn bowl is too small.
And that's the
when
problem.
when you start getting big power out of them, they basically run out of gas.
Yep.
You can't feed it fast enough.
And the they like the bowl because the bowl is in the center of the carburetor, and it just big heat soak, you know.
Yeah, phenolic spacer goes a long way with them for that, though, or a wooden one.
A what?
A wooden spacer.
The phenolic plastic spacers, the black ones. You've seen them, you know, the black plastic carb spacers. It's a phenolic resin is what they are actually made of.
Okay. I believe
Andy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we got a wood spacer, and I'm making it part of the manifold.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Doing a bunch of crazy stuff to this manifold, but I want to see
that'll help
500
you out with boil concerns.
I want to make 500 with it. I don't know if we'll get there. It might make 460, 475, something like that. The cam in it is.
Go ahead.
Huh?
I was just going to say, how's that white truck of yours doing?
Well, I'm waiting on Mr. Cope. Once I get the go ahead from him, then I can head to Indiana.
I think he's getting pretty close to done with that trans, ain't he?
Yeah, he's waiting on the production valve bodies to actually show up.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so basically he had the one that he made, you know, the prototype, and then he had the first prototype that was shipped. That's the one that went in the Lightning truck,
right,
of Tim's, and then once the rest of the valve bodies show up, mine will be a regular production unit.
Right on.
That's so cool, man. Your truck is freaking awesome.
I appreciate that, man. I'm getting ready. You'll see a video with the little Functional Histories truck here shortly.
Yeah.
Getting ready to do
That's
some
cool.
dyno test. If the C4 lasts one more time,
Knock
we're
on
gonna-
wood.
well, we're going to put it on the chassis dyno, and I think getting it in high gear and having it locked up and then just matting it, I think it'll hold. But
Yeah.
I got two Edelbrock VRS 4150s. I'm going to have a dyno shootout with my Dominators to see who comes out on top.
You did get a couple of them.
Those two that was in my
Nice.
video,
Uh-huh.
they were actually for me.
Oh, nice.
So I'm breaking that news here on your channel.
Nice. That is cool.
Where's New Guy's Garage when you need them? Breaking news.
Breaking news.
I really, really want one of those VRS carburetors, but the one I need is, I think, $1,100.
Which one is that?
The 850. The bigger one is more money. I want to say I've looked. I think Summit and Jegs. I think they're freaking $1,100.
They're, if I looked right, they're about $880 now.
For the 850.
Yeah. They're pretty much like $30 or $40 more than the 750 now. It ain't much different.
Okay. They're not that big spread anymore. Nice. I don't know. I like that. I hate to give up on that demon. I mean, I bought it brand new. You know, it's a brand new carburetor, and I'm gaining on it, but I still just ain't there.
Well, I tell you what, man, like,
And I am asking a lot. It's got a lot of compression. It's got a lot of cam.
it'll be all right.
But,
Just need to get it fine tuned.
yeah,
You got a wideband in it, right?
I do.
But no, when I went down there,
I got it to where, I mean, obviously the idle is, I ended up putting an 1/8 hole in all 4 throttle blades.
that's what I was going to say.
That stupid idle ease just didn't get it. The screw down the middle.
Yeah.
Before I drilled the throttle plates, I even took that idle ease out and drilled it as big as I could
Still couldn't get enough air.
without basically making it go to pieces, and still couldn't get enough air. I mean, the thing at idle and run all right, but I couldn't keep it out of the transfer slots.
Yeah.
And keep it idle and happy, and I could get it to where it idle happy, but you put it in gear and it'd die.
Yeah.
Or really go to running like crap, or you'd have to have it idling, at 1200 RPM to where you could put it in gear and it would stay alive.
Did it slam into gear?
What's that?
Did it slam into gear when you do that, or was
No, the converter ain't that tight.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
The converter's tight, and I had it done that way so I could street drive it because it ain't lock up. I mean, I'm happy. I love the converter. It works good. But once I drilled the throttle plates, it idles. I've got it where it'll idle at 900 RPM, 850, 900 RPM. I put it in gear, and all it does is just lumpity lumps a little more. The RPM don't drop. It's happy. So that was leaps and bounds, and I ended up closing that stupid idle ease all the way. And the throttle plates are damn near completely closed. It's getting all its air through the holes I put in it. So that made a big difference. Right. So I'm actually getting my idle set off of the idle screws.
Imagine that.
The IFRs in the primaries, I took them they were 39s.
Whoa.
Out of the box. I've taken them down all the way to 31s. I've got 31. I've got 31s in it now. It's still got the factory 70 low speed bleeds in it. And I got it of course, I got it idling at 14, 13, 9, 14. Seems to be where it's happy, and I'm happy with that.
That's pretty good, man.
And I'm happy with that. And I've got it. At least now it's not going pig fat.
Yeah.
Dry. When I start getting in transition and cruise, I've got it. I'd like to see it a little leaner. I've got it. Last time I took it out, it was like, the hell was it? 13.1. It was bouncing 12.9 to 13.1. I mean, I'd like to see it get half a point better than that for cruise. But the problem is when I start leaning into the throttle, I would fall onto a bad lean spot. It would hit 15 and then get into the secondaries and fatten up again.
Yeah.
And that's what's got me going for a loop now. I'm kind of
well, what you can
still
do,
arguing with it. That's all I can say.
Well, what you need to do in that situation is change the bleeds for the main circuit, and get them to get the main circuit coming in. That way, you have a little bit of overlap in the circuits of the carburetor.
And that would be shrink them to do that, right? Yeah, make the high speed bleeds smaller.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because see, that very problem that you just mentioned is where this new VRS will shine.
Right.
Because the idle is split into 2 circuits, the idle and then the high speed bleeds is split in 2. So you have a 4-circuit carburetor where that carburetor is a 2-circuit. And so it'll be, because here's the thing, when you drive down the road and you shift gears, what do you see on your wideband? Does it go lean for just a split second?
If I'm being honest, I have not paid attention to it at the actual point of shift.
Yeah. So what happens normally in my truck is like I'll be cruising, shift into a gear, it go shoot a big lean spike for just a split second, and then it'll stabilize again.
And that's what your
so-
Dominators are doing?
Yeah, but pretty much any Holly will do that.
Right.
You know, and I was talking to Shane, and he said when he put that VRS on that little slant 6, he said that's the first thing that he noticed that it didn't do. Could you imagine putting that VRS on a slant 6 out of the box and it just cruised down the road like it wasn't nothing?
He did. I think he did a video on that.
He did.
I'm pretty sure I watched that video. Yeah,
If
Blake
my
says
phone
right
dies-
here. Wideband's a great tuning agency where you have a whole monitor things, but reading plugs the best storyteller.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
my opinion. Oh, absolutely.
I've got a video of when we was on the dyno, and I proved what he was saying because wideband being in the collector showed perfect AFRs, right? Pulled the plugs out, had 3 of them that were black and 1 of them that was ghost white. So pretty much the 3 plugs that were rich was overcompensating for the lean one. And if I
Right.
hadn't pulled the plugs, you would never see that. And a lot of people get this false sense of security with a wideband
Yeah.
because of that, but you still have distribution issues to work around. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That wideband is taking an average
Sure it is.
instead of getting to see what's happening in every single cylinder. So
No, but
My
it's
point-
definitely makes it easier to get them close.
it does. The main
Yeah,
thing that
man.
I learned when I first started using it is like what I thought was rich in my mind when I look at the plug and what I see is like totally different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna hop off because my phone is at 1%. I just wanted to drop in and say, hey,
I appreciate you
Hey,
coming in,
see
man.
anybody? So whenever I do that dyno video, be looking for your truck because it will be in the video, and that should happen Sunday.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
yeah. I figure I want to do it in a video that'll get a lot of traction rather than just a regular video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's big water for me, man. I'm glad you're happy with it.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's freaking insane, man. I love it.
Well,
So
I promise you, if you ever have me do any more, the hoods will work.
Are you and David doing a live this weekend?
yes, and I'm
Okay.
having Rev and Evan on.
Oh, right
Evan
on.
Smith- Evan Smith is going to be on.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that. I like to watch you guys when you go live. It's always a good show.
What's funny is David actually worked for Evan when he was the editor-in-chief of Muscle Mustangs and Fast Forwards.
Is that right?
He sure did.
That's
David actually
cool.
worked for Evan, so it's pretty
Nice.
cool to get them two together again.
Yeah, that'll be a good show.
Yeah. All right, y'all have a good night.
You too,
You too,
brother.
Andy.
Safe.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's always a cool surprise.
Yeah.
Let's see. John Wilburn says 3 people with an average height of 6 feet, standing average of 5.5 feet of water. Not everyone will be happy, right?
See what I mean about John's thought process? That guy.
Oh, Sean O'Brien is also in the house. We missed him coming in. Good
I
to have you, man.
I didn't, but you guys were talking
Yeah,
about
we was-
carburetors and shit.
Technical crap.
Did you see my comment about the Enterprise?
When it comes to a carburetor, though, you're pretty hard pressed to find a guy better at carburetors than Andy Wood.
That's what I
He,
understand.
he
he's,
knows
like,
he knows his stuff.
he's like what Cope is to transmissions.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, did you see my comment about the Enterprise?
I didn't.
It said, I actually have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, I know it's English, but they might as well be describing.
Oh, I'm reading it now. I have no idea what. Let's see what I was.
Look, man, I'm not completely ignorant. You know, I mean, I know that a carburetor feeds fuel down into the engine so that the engine can blow fire and all that. You know, I understand. But when you guys start talking about needle depths and cones, and I see butterflies, you know.
Twisted Mopar Dennis says, I have an 1150 Dominator need on your truck to race on alcohol. I'll wake that truck up a bunch.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you what. When Foggy sees Dennis, I'm going to lose her for the whole weekend. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that would make it run good in a straight line. But see, just like the Casper shirt, Andy's Casper shirt says, it's a work truck doing race car stuff. You know, that's the tagline on the Casper shirt. You've seen it. If my only goal was to go down the drag strip, it would be easy. You don't give a shit about mid-range and cruise. It's got to idle right. It's got to idle through the pits, and it's got to be where it's got to be at wide open throttle going down the track. See, the challenging part is getting the cruise circuit happy on an engine with such a radical cam, because this is a street strip truck. I did not build it to be a trailer queen or a garage queen. I built it to drive and enjoy. So it's a task, and it's a fun challenge. It really is. But, you know, there comes a point where maybe there's something better, but I keep telling myself I'm not going to cave in and go the easy way with the stupid electronic fuel injection. I might as well go buy a damn Hellcat if I'm going to do that.
You're talking about your Charger, right?
My truck.
Okay.
Yeah, my truck with that nasty big block in it.
Oh.
There's a few videos on YouTube. It's the one I took to No Name last year.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about your Charger.
Oh, yeah, no. No, that when I do get around to getting that one back on the road, and it's going to be a little less wild. It'll have a nice stout big block in it, but it'll be it's a car show queen. Are you talking about my truck, John? Probably. Can't wait to see this where it goes.
He was talking about. I was trying to stay out of your commentary. I'm not sure he was here when I showed Joe's Barracuda.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what he's talking about. Yeah.
There it is, brother.
Nice.
Yeah. I put white letter tires on it, thinking, yeah, those look cool, because none of the pictures I had. And now he's got big Hoosier tires on the back.
Right.
Oh. Try to get ahead.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video yet, but I heard about it. I guess he went to slicks on it and instead of his drag radials, and I guess it made a big difference for him.
Yeah, he I don't remember the numbers, but yeah, he was happy with it.
Yeah, I heard he was real. I think he did put out a video. I think I saw it in my feed earlier. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. It's actually been real tough watching YouTube here the last 3-4 weeks around here. I've been pretty damn busy.
Yeah, me too.
Like I said earlier, I stole the saying from Big Block 402 Steve, and he sent me an email and I stole his line. He said, busier than a 3-legged cat covering shit. I'm using that all the time now. It's funny. I like it.
I've been trying to get some of these builds pushed out and get them done, and I think I might. I don't want to say that I've bitten off more than I could chew as far as like my time is concerned, but it seems like all I'm doing now is working on little cars.
Right.
I mean, except for when I do this.
Well, is it making you the money it needs to make you? That's the $1 million question.
It's starting to support itself. Like, it's not us pumping a bunch of money into it, as well as, you know, the people paying for their builds. It's actually like if somebody pays for a build, like I can, now that I've got all this paint over here. By the way, there's going to be a big Cruda logo right here on the wall. It's starting to, but it's not self-sustaining yet.
Yeah, so that's kind of where the t-shirt and merch business is at this point. I'm not dumping money into it yet or anymore, but I'm not getting any out of it yet either. It's one of those things where I got a bunch of money tied up in inventory, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's sustaining itself.
Well, I got to tell you, man, what I do here is kind of artistry. You know, there's a certain level of artistic interpretation.
Oh, absolutely, there is.
But what you do is beautiful. Your shit is perfect, man. I love it. I can't.
There is a lot of time that goes into it, and see, that's where I'm at. I'm putting a lot of time and a lot of effort into it, and every one I do a little faster because I get a little better with the software and shit. But a lot of freaking time goes into it, and I am that damn perfectionist. You know, I am that. I get if something's out of place or I just don't like it. If it ain't good enough for me, it sure as hell ain't good enough for my customers.
Right, the creator themselves. That's okay. So I know that you've seen some of my videos, but have you ever actually watched the Artemis video?
Yes.
I hate that car. It's the only one that I haven't been like. There are some things wrong with it, but it's generally a good looking. It doesn't look right to me.
You just don't like the way it came out.
No, I don't. And I want to redo that car so bad, but I'm afraid to ask Jay if I can do it again.
It's like, like Dennis's shirt, the Twisted Mopar Garage shirt. I must have spent 3 days just brainstorm coming up with what the hell I was going to put on the front. You know, I put the work into, I made the back piece and everything. And, when I decided I was going to do what I did with, pulling the Twisted off of the door of the car and, and that, I spent an entire day right here at this desk on this computer working on that. And I still wasn't in love with it. I ordered I ordered up the transfer anyway. And once I laid it down on the shirt, it just works. I'm happy with it.
Shut up, D.
And it helped when I sent a picture of it to Dennis and he loved it. That made me feel better too.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, actually seeing it on, you can put it on a mock-up on a picture in Photoshop all day long, and it's just not the same as actually
until you hold it in your hand and you're like, wow.
When you see it in real size and real time, laying down on the shirt. I mean, it gets the damn light on it, and it kind of screws up the color. The color still doesn't look right on the screen, but
no, dude, that looks beautiful. Actually, if you tip over the top, if you tip the top over it, it'll hide the light.
Now I gotta get the damn thing.
There you go. Yeah, man, that looks slick as shit.
Yeah. And then He's got another picture that I want to do another version of this shirt for him, but I just need to get the right. It's a picture of a picture, so it's got glare on it and stuff, but it's a badass picture.
You know, since we're talking about artistry now and not carburetors, you might look into a program called Krita.
What is it?
Krita, Krita. It's normally an animation software, but I'm assuming you've seen the backside of the cards. Since the Holy Goat build, I've been putting little copies of the photos of the cars on the back of the card in the I forget what it's called. It's like a neutral gray print that I try to emulate from Hot Wheels.
Right.
You can use that software. You have to do it by hand, but you can use that software to actually copy every individual thing on the car, and then you can blow it up, shrink it down, paint it properly the way that you want. You might look into Krita. It's very
I just
handy
wrote
for
it down
what I
here.
do. It's very handy for what I do, but I don't know if you can use it for what you do.
Right.
So I just thought I'd throw that out there so you can maybe look into it. Sorry if I'm distracted. I'm printing a.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You know, and that's a great thing about the, you know, everybody, you know, yourself included, is every single member of this community has something to bring to the table that maybe can or probably will help somebody else, even if it's a piece of information like you just put out, you know.
Yeah.
I don't care what the haters say.
Right. Jason.
Hey, Jason's in the house.
Holy
Good to see you,
shit.
man.
That's what I'm working on right now.
So what is that?
That's the
Johnny's Hot Rods. Okay.
Yep. My best friend John, he kind of stepped away from the channel to handle family stuff and work with, because he's working on his own business right now, and he has a 9-to-5, so he has So this is my little homage to John.
Nice.
He's the mechanic. So the shop diorama, when I get it done, is going to be his shop.
Right on.
So
I'm taking it you're loving the new printer.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm actually printing this on the old one because.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, flat surfaces. This thing rocks for flat surfaces, but no, your wheels on your new one, or your updated one, the one I didn't do on the live stream, the one I did a video for. If you look at it, it's got the proper rims on it. The
Chrysler
rallies, yes, it's got the proper rallies on it, and it's actually got the holes in it at 1/64 scale.
Nice.
They're so tiny, man. So yeah,
that's cool.
Just rules. So
I know, right?
I haven't seen Jason in a while, man. How the hell are you, dude?
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't seen him either. It's cool to have him hop in.
He hasn't done a live since like last year.
I think his webcam took a shit and he never replaced it or something.
Oh hell, if that's the truth, man. Jason, I got one. I'm like 6 miles from you, dude.
I remember he was having trouble with it. I don't know if he ever got a new one or not. Or he's probably just been busy with life too. He's good, brothers. Right on.
Oh, and don't worry about the tree. I finally found a 1/64 scale tree that's coming to me. It should be here either tomorrow or Monday. So don't worry about that.
RVs keep breaking down around him, so his only option is to fix them. Yeah.
Poor Jason.
Keeps him busy.
Mm-hmm. the hell? Oh, it's your smoking device.
Vaping device.
Whatever.
Yep.
It sounded like static.
Ni-
That's why I was like, what the hell?
Nicotine delivery system.
It's not a Russian plant, is it? What's I don't understand. I'm not catching why he said that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually surprised that this damn mic should have canceled out that noise from the vape.
Vaping.
I've kept functional, a little busy.
It's not just you, man. Okay, so this little thing right here, this little truck, it's nothing super special. A couple of
Bless his
things.
truck.
Yeah. This little truck right here, he ordered 5 of them.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I got to do that 5 times. And I've got so many more builds going on. It's not just you. I got to tell you though, there is one that I'm excited about. I'm not sure I should say anything. Well, I don't think she. Okay, so have you ever heard of Honest Paytons?
Honest Paytons, yeah.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. But I've got a build going on for them.
Nice.
Yeah,
They've got some cool stuff.
I'm really excited about those two, man. So, there's another hint. 2 of them. There's 2 of them. So I'm not going to say anything more, but that's a build that I'm super.
Well,
stoked.
I'm eventually going to have you do one of the truck too.
Well, I'm game, man.
So keep your eyes peeled for a 78 truck.
78.
Dodge.
Like a Little Red Express type body, like a Ram, full size.
The cab portion of it, yeah.
Actually, I think Greenlight makes a really good Dodge.
Imagine a Little Red Express as a fleet side,
like a
long bed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that'll be an issue.
The grill specifically is 77, 78 only. The marker lights will be amber, not clear, because it's a 78. 77s would be clear, not the markers, but the turn signal lenses that go in the grill. Little shit like that. But 77, 78, I mean, you can obviously color the fucking lenses the right color.
Yeah.
But yeah, 77, 78 long bed truck. And it's going to have big fat ass tires under the back of it.
Well, I am totally game. Fat like that.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. What? Oh, that's the Barely Cuda. Yeah. I think what the hell does he have on it? I think those are,
enormous.
What are they? I think they're 31 1250 W's, I think is what he's got on there. And I'm probably going to run a 31 1350 on the truck. So it's similar.
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't have to do a lot of manipulation with Andy's truck. That was basically just a paint job and some decals and a 3D print for the motor and hood. But I just figured out a couple of weeks ago how to tub a 164 scale car by grinding out the frame so that wider tires can fit under the body.
Nice.
Oh, these are the things that I'm learning as I go along doing this.
See, that's actually how I'm going to tub the real thing. I'm going to go to the wrecking yard and cut a set of wheel wells out of another one and cut the inside edge out of my existing wheel wells and add the one that I cut out of the donor truck to it.
Yeah.
So I basically end up with a double wheel well. That's how I'm going to clearance my truck for the tires.
You're not gonna put a domed wheel well in the bed.
No, okay. No. Yeah, I'm just going to take another wheel well and add it to the existing one. Basically cut the inside out. So I have the wheel well that's there minus the back wall of it, and then add another wheel well to it, effectively doubling the width of it.
Gotcha. Yeah, cutting it. You're going to cut the back end or the inside of one of the wheel wells out, and then take a whole wheel well and
add on to it.
Gotcha.
And of course, cut out the bed to accommodate the new, deeper well.
Rabbit treads. It'd definitely be an exercise to figure out how to do that grill in CAD, especially to scale. There's a fella, God, I can't remember his channel name right now either, but he has a work truck, a yellow old square body work truck that he loves.
Chevy.
Yeah, and I had to 3D. This was yesterday. This was a Suburban.
Oh.
So I had to 3D print this whole backside and make it proper size.
To turn that, you cut the back off the Suburban and made a truck cab out of it.
Right.
That is definitely artwork, man.
Well, I appreciate it. It's slowly turning into something. Like we just peaked over.
Ouch.
1,300 and some odd views or whatever, or 1,300 and some odd subscribers, but it's slow. It comes in little bursts. Like I'll get 10 or 20. The biggest jump I ever had was when I did Project Smoky for Junkyard Digs. I went from like 250 to 900, like that.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm not looking for it to make $1 million. I'm looking for it to make people happy. These things are meant to be little collectibles of a little tiny slice of their life that they can use as a piece of memorabilia.
I'd be happy if YouTube would throw me a little, just enough to buy race gas with or something.
Right. That was scary as hell.
But I'm still sitting at 874 subscribers, so I ain't there yet. Of course, I ain't been putting out any freaking content either. That's why. Like I said, I put out those shorts yesterday, and I hashtagged them with Toyota because I don't usually do Toyota shit. And most of the people that watch my channel probably don't care about Toyotas.
Well,
and I picked up a few subs.
I wouldn't say that. You'd be amazed at how just the dumbest thing will be you're in. Like when Dalton started doing the Holy Goat, you saw the Holy Goat, right?
Oh,
When it was in the desert and smashed.
Yep.
Dude, that was the very first video I ever saw of his. And I'm like, I know he's going to do it, but that thing's going to be a piece of crap. And now it's like it is still a piece of crap, but now it's one of the most known cars. It's
one of the most famous freaking cars on YouTube. Yeah.
So, hey, no problem, Rabbit Transit.
Eventually, I like to have my 67 Dart and 67 Barracuda done. It'll be a bit, though.
I'm pretty sure they don't make a 67 Dart. I think I've had to look for that for somebody else at one point. But I've got a 67 Barracuda sitting right here. Actually, I got two of them sitting right here. So whenever you're ready, man.
Yeah, you got Jed's and
Joe's.
Just Mopar Joe's.
Yeah. Somebody. Man, I need new glasses.
You can do it, Twisted. I'm at 550. Get it. Yeah, I remember sitting at 200 thinking it was never going to budge. It does. It kind of comes in spurts.
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm assuming Damien. Yeah.
Which Damien?
Oh, there's more than one? Oh my God.
Yes. Which channel?
m- 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 m-
Okay, yeah, that's that Damien. Yeah, you got him, and then First Responder Garage is
Oh,
also
that's right, yeah.
Damien.
All right. Well, Damien is like a whiz with all the him M3. He's like a
M3.
whiz with all the YouTube algorithm stuff. So
M cubed.
I was supposed to get with him a couple of weeks ago to start hammering out all the hashtags and all the stuff for searches and things like that, but my phone was off and I didn't know it. So I'm sitting here waiting on a call. Wait, was I supposed to call him? So I tried to call him, and that's when I found out. I was like, God, figured it out. Oh God,
Yeah.
Lars is still here.
Yep, consistency is key. He is right. Lars is always here. Lars is just good company.
Yeah, he's waiting in the background. I've got to do a. I didn't show you that one.
He's like a fucking cat sitting in the corner waiting to pounce. Oh, that's the trash truck.
Yeah, that's another one I did on live, like I did with yours.
Nice. You know what? I caught part of that live now that you mention it. I do remember seeing that. That was what, like a month ago, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. I do remember I think I caught the last third of it or something like that. I do remember it though.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing with his that I did with yours, but I got to get a body for it, so it's just a matter of catching up on. I mean, shit, I must have shown you 20 cars tonight.
I know, right? You've been busy, man.
Yeah, I'm having a hell of a time with it, but we're gaining on it. We're consistent doing it. We're 3 weeks out on videos right now, so it's not like we're not keeping up. It's just it's hard to stay kept
Right. Well, at least you got plenty of content for the video side of it too, you know.
Well, there's a couple of other things that we're getting ready to do here too. Foggy is collecting all the video for putting the diorama for the shop together. We're going to do a video on that. And I'm going to record in a short me doing up the Cruda logo back here on this wall.
Oh, right on.
So, and I think if anybody has like a logo for their vehicle, like Casper or Dennis for the Twisted Mopar, I'm going to start putting the logos up on the walls all the way around.
Right on.
So, of course, with their permission. 6 days to burnouts.
You know, unfortunately, that is one thing I cannot do is print stickers, but that left chest piece that I made for Dennis, that would sure look good on a sticker.
Yeah, I agree. And just the rounded, twisted logo. Just
right.
Yeah.
Nobody likes tractor stuff. I'm not good at video at all. Actually, tractor stuff, I find a lot of it interesting. I like tractors.
Yeah, fascinating. Dude, and you never really know what's going to stick until you throw it at the wall.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, who'd have thought watching some old broken fat guy play with toys would do anything? You know?
I gave up on Wendy and went home. I'm going to open a Hey Darn box tomorrow, though. Huh?
Uh-huh. Okay.
I think is see, and he does well doing it. Hell, I'll film nonsense, and he does well doing it.
Yeah, but he's also got one of those personalities.
He does. It was actually funny too that go to your home short that I actually hashtagged that one nonsense. And I was thinking of Lars when I did it. That darn box. Yeah, I figured your autocorrect went off on a tangent.
Oh God, here we go with the shoe goo 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 stuff again.
Functional, you got it. Do whatever you like. Exactly.
Yeah. At least I hope that's the way he meant that. Do whatever you like. Oh, I get it. Okay, so I was asking about the logos for the. I got it. I got there,
Right,
Dennis.
right.
I got there. It took me a minute, but I got there. Man, Dennis is such a good dude.
He is.
So many good people in this community. I feel like if I don't get the stuff done on time, I'm gonna let somebody down. You know?
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. I was actually feeling that when I had I think I had like 9 different designs I had to get done, and just everything all at once. Like, what do I do next?
Yeah, it's a tidal wave of die-cast in here.
Kid Rock has a replica White House not far from here. It took a short off it with Joe Rogan talking over it. It got 1.2 million views. Who would have known? I think I saw that short. 1.2 million views.
I'm not going to watch it just out of spite.
That's nuts, man. That's cool.
Jeez. How did you hashtag that?
I might even stoop to the clickbait level for 1.2 million views.
God. That's insane.
Badass. That's awesome.
Well, congratulations, Dick.
But, to the point that you never know what's going to pop.
Yeah.
Sean O'Brien says, wait, what happened? Hashtag White House, hashtag Kid Rock, hashtag nonsense. No shit.
Jeez. Yeah, I need to figure out that hashtag shit, man. I'm not ever going to understand it, but if you aim me in the right direction, I'll be like, okay, I can type that.
Yep, exactly. You never know what'll take off.
Right.
We all do what we can. Some days I can't get to a person's place fast enough. Can't get to everyone that wants my help.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you.
It's actually working really well.
I just want to get some big ass tires, slicks underneath my truck, and some good double adjustable shocks and some Caltrax on it so it'll quit spinning the tires all the way down the fucking track.
Well, yeah, yours. I think I love that old body. By the way, the Dodge, the 70s. I think what was it, 79 or 80 when they started making them more round.
No, 72 to 92 or 93.
Oh yeah, when they went to the hood over fender.
Yeah, in 82 they changed the body lines just a little bit, but it was technically the same body. If you put the fenders on it and not the bed, you could tell that it wasn't right because the lines down the side were different.
Yeah.
But past that, everything's interchangeable.
Well, my father had a 78 Power Wagon, and it was like a trusted friend, I guess. Had a lift kit, had a light kit, had a plow kit.
What year was it?
78 or 79. No, I'm pretty sure it was a 79. I don't know. All I know is it was black, it was huge, and it was late 70s. And you couldn't stop that truck for anything, man. It was a beast. Loved that truck.
Nice. 1432W. I think I might have to move the springs to make that happen.
Huh? Did you just start talking about carburetors again?
Tires.
Oh.
That I think that's what you got on the Duster, right, Dennis? The 1432Ws.
Wendy, where do you live? I'm sorry. Her stove took a shit. And that's a terrible thing.
Yeah, that sucks. I want to say they're in Pennsylvania.
Hey, it's over. It's done.
Your print?
Yeah, well, it's just one side of the shop, but yeah. I'll get it off of here and show you. Yeah, she lives in Pennsylvania. Anywhere near Buck?
It sent you a video of the truck at No Name. Right on. Oh, yeah. Text message.
I heard tires squealing.
You must have an iPhone, Lars. Yeah, that's a good video. Cool. Thank you.
I don't know what I can do, Wendy, but I will try to pull on whatever strings I can to help you. A stove, not having a way to cook sucks, especially for fat folks. Not that you're fat, just saying.
What is a respectable time to bring to No Name? Should I get the 340 or can I rock my 128 cubic inch inline six? You can bring a bicycle and ride it down the track if you want, man. Seriously. It's one of those things where run what you brung, you know. Nobody's going to judge you by how fast or slow you are. It's just hanging out and friends and barbecues and good times.
Yeah. I'm hoping for some barbecue because I don't think I can pay for anything at that. I can't remember what the name of the restaurant is. One where they throw rolls at you.
Oh, that place is great.
I know. I've been there before. My old best friend, he actually lived not far from there.
Okay, yeah, I thought it looked familiar, Lars. Yeah, I've seen that video on YouTube. Yeah, that's a good shot. 3 hours from Buck does it. Dennis says his car is actually set up to run 18.5 by 33 Ws. Yeah, that's a big tire. Big tar.
What kind of line do you run in the quarter, Dennis? I can't imagine that thing's anything short of what 10 seconds at highest.
Yep. See, Wilburn saying the same thing. Sean, it doesn't matter. Bring what makes you happy. We have cars that run in the 5s, and we have cars that run upwards of 10 seconds in the 8th.
Yeah, I imagine that Lancer that we're getting is probably not going to be exactly a speed demon.
And hell, we've even got monkey bikes. Of course, I think the monkey bikes are going to be a little faster this year. Lambert's, check out what is next.
Yep.
Is that the front of the shop?
That's the side.
Nice.
So it's going to go together like Johnny's is.
Oh, okay.
Front, and the garage got it upside down. It's going to go like that. And then this whole section here is going to be glass,
Right.
so that you can see the next build.
Lexan or plexiglass in reality.
Well, actually, I have Colleen to thank for that. She sent me two full-sized big sheets of clear plastic polystyrene. So
There you go. Yeah.
it's going to work out really well. It's going to look hyper realistic for 1/64 scale.
That's cool. But see, that's what makes it cool.
Nerd cool. Because I am a nerd.
Mostly bracket races, other trophies, just Mopar Joe's video. Yeah, Sean, for sure. You definitely need to be need to make it to John's live next weekend or next Friday.
I've actually put the like a reminder in my phone because I don't want to miss any of that stuff. All those details. I need every bit of that so I can
just load your shit on a trailer and show up. You know, I'm here to tell you, I didn't have the subs. I didn't even have, the truck was still in pieces. I didn't have a car to bring. I had 106 subs when I left my front yard to go to the inaugural No Name Nationals in 22. It was a 3,600 mile round trip drive. I made a sticker, a decaled the entire back window of the wife's Chrysler 200, and we drove that son of a bitch across the country and spent the weekend at No Name Nationals. And you know what? I'd do it again in a fucking heartbeat. It was worth every minute, every penny, every time. Just
Sounds
load
like
up your shit and go. You will not regret it. Ain't that right, Mr. Wilburn?
I think John might have a little bit of a bias.
It's nothing but a blast. Oh yeah, we can't forget the monster burnout competition. That burnout competition never fails to be great.
So, can you tell I'm still working?
Oh, of course. I'm like that. I'm always doing something. Yeah, just load your stuff up and go. A lot of fun.
Well,
And, you know, yeah, exactly. See, Dennis, I had a blast talking with you and your wife and John Cope. Wish I didn't get sick. Yeah, he had to leave early.
Cope was ill.
No, Dennis got sick and had to leave early. Last year's No Name. And a lot of food, a lot of good food. Yeah, we were all hanging out, and it was funny. John Cope, of course, he brings his big motor home, and we were all hanging out over there. My wife nicknamed it Copeland. And, we were all hanging out over there, Wilburn and I and my wife and John Cope and John Wilburn's mom, and Wendy English brings over this gigantic slab of frickin' venison that they'd cooked over in their camp. And here you go. Man, that was good.
Yeah. Think y'all might be a little surprised when you see me.
Why is that?
I'll be one of the biggest people there walking around with forearm crutches.
Ain't nobody there to judge.
Yeah, no, I mean, just it seems like anybody who wanders into me in public are like, why do you have those? Why do you ride one of those little carts? Because I'm fucking broken.
Yeah, we had a guy show up last year, one-legged man in a wheelchair. And and this year he's going to come back and race. You know who I'm talking about.
In the wheelchair?
Bad Attitude Blake.
Really? I didn't know that was him.
Yep, that's him.
I've just I've heard the story. Made a crack one time at him about racing him down the track in a chair, because I'll probably either need one of those or oh shit, it's her. What's up? Yeah, will you grab Tony's cars off of the dining room table, please, and bring them out? We can start packing this stuff up. Yeah, yes, the white cars.
Home of the 80.
Say hi, Tony.
Hi, Foggy.
She said hi. All right, I love you. If there's anything diecast related around there that you can carry, bring it out. Love you. Bye. All right, Tony, that's my cue, man.
You're out.
Yeah.
Well, we're 2 hours and 55 minutes. I planned on running 3 hours and shutting down, so the timing's just about right.
Just about perfect.
I sure appreciate you hanging out for most of the night. That was fun having you.
Yeah, no problem, man. It was. I wish I could say I learned a lot, but all I really heard was numbers.
I hope Dougster's okay. He just up and disappeared. He fell out and he wasn't in the chat or nothing. I think maybe his internet took a shit on him or something. I hope he didn't get a storm get him or something.
See you, John. Dennis. See you, John. Guys, be safe. He's all right. He said his phone took a dive. So.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Storms and shit. So.
Everybody be safe, take care of each other, and try to figure out what we can do for Wendy and her stove. Peace.
Yeah, right on. Take care, Vic. Thank you. We can sit and talk. We can talk shit for 5 minutes. You bet we can, Aaron. I do like John Wilburn's last comment there. It's the home of the $85 Chicago hot dogs. And that's only if you're an asshole. Later, Vic. Later, I'll see you. So how the heck have you been, Aaron? Ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah, I think the weather was nice this week. Well, last part of the week anyways, and it's supposed to get cold on us again this weekend and be kind of shitty through, I think, Wednesday, and then it's supposed to be nice again. And hopefully spring will just break and it'll quit being cold and winter will go away and it'll be fun. But it's sure been nice to get outside and work on stuff a little bit and not freeze my ass off anyway. I actually started working on the truck a little bit again this afternoon. Building brake line adapters and put a different master cylinder on it. Stuff like that. You start getting ready to do some cutting and welding on the ass end of it. Make it hook up and make some room for big tires. All the while making shirts for all you fine people. I'm going to spend all day tomorrow at the shop. Hopefully the parts just fall together for me. It's kind of nice when sometimes you get lucky like that. It is nice when a project just works. You guys start my Saturday noon. Yeah, it's the middle of the day where you're at, ain't it? Shit for 5 minutes. I've been doing that for 3 hours. Yes, we have. When you do get the time to do all that, Tony Spanner shirts and lives, it's tough. It is tough sometimes. Definitely keeps me busy, that's for sure. Shit, shat. Nonsense, Lars. Nonsense. No sharting and farting on this slide. My name ain't Rich220. Yeah, get my blanket and fall asleep in the chair and then wake up and fart and burp. I'm going to go to hell. Probably not. I did the first hour other person's lives. Chit chat. Got Lars laughing his ass off. It's bittersweet to see Rich star on the Oldsmobile. He is about to attempt brake lines on a 57, although him doing headers. Oh, man, I'm telling you. I didn't see that video or any mention of it. I mean, hell, the last thing I saw out of Rich was he was talking about selling the fucking 57. So I don't know what in the hell he's up to. I think he's got his head firmly planted in his ass. I'll email it to you, Vic, after I shut the live down. I will email it to you as soon as I shut down here. And with that, let's see. Yeah, what was John saying? Okay, he was talking about the, yeah. Yeah, all I can do is shake my head on that one. That will definitely be hilarious. Old Rich 220. Tool. Just another tool. A YouTube tool. Have a great weekend, y'all. You do the same, Mr. Lars. But how will he know it's your email? You could be a fake troll because he just sent me an email for something else, and I'll just reply to it. Maybe I need to go over and have a look at Rich's channel. Rich 220 Automotive Ruinations. How do I get a build going functional? Just reach out to him. Just reach out to Vic, Functional Histories, and he'll talk to you about it. 220 is maxing out. I think he's done maxed out on content. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. John Wilburn says it's a comedy channel, but Rich doesn't even know it. Yeah, there was seriously a live stream. I wasn't making that up, where he was asleep. He fell asleep in his chair with his live stream going, and he woke up and farted. It's the most accurate reality show out there. Yes, sir. Sure is. Sure is. All right, you guys. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Appreciate the mods. Appreciate the people that came into the chat and hung out with us. And with that, I'm going to shut her down, and we'll see you all next weekend. Same time, same place. Tony's Hot Rod Garage out.